Two, one. All right, you go, Bar.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Cloud Ninja Podcast. Today, we're joined with our two regular, lovely co-hosts, Mel the Creator and Free Gummy the Third. And of course, today we're joined with our special guest, my guy Black Uchiha. He got to get a third syllable, so I need a last name for Black Uchiha. But that's the topic for a different pod.
Black
But we here.
Uchiha. Last name is Uchiha.
Oh, that's true. That's true. There's multiple syllables in the last name, so I
Oh,
guess so. Yeah, true.
and just for now, and hopefully Black can hear us. Black is having some audio issues. So hopefully that gets resolved pretty soon. Discord's kind of finicky with that. But just for now, we'll kind of wait until he kind of revs up a little bit, but maybe we have some topics of discussion. I think unless you guys had something else you wanted to kind of start off with, I can kind of get us going a little bit.
Well, the spoilers drops in like a couple of days. Well, to be honest, we kind of thought the spoilers would drop today. That's kind of what we postponed until Monday. But they're supposed to drop either tomorrow or the day after. I've been hearing some people on Twitter talk about how there might be like a Japanese holiday today, or not today, a Japanese holiday tomorrow. So the spoilers could be postponed another day. So we just say, we might as well just spark it today. But like, to be honest, I think it would be like a good day to do like like predictions about the next chapter because we didn't do it last pod. We were kind of saving it for this pod. So if we could do that, that's fire. Also, we haven't had Black Uchiha on in a minute, so we can get his opinions about Karama. We can get his opinions about what's it called, the brand new ability, or let's say the divine art that my guy Kashin Koji finally unlocked. But also, I kind of re-watched some of the or reread some of the or the entire Boruto TVV, and some like old stuff that was talked about could possibly have like some big ramifications. Like for example, remember Himawari talks about the only reason why she's trying to become powerful is so she could actually help Boruto. I think that could probably be like a big storyline in the next chapter. But a few things so we could get to is Black Uchiha still muted? So I guess we could probably go over some previews while Black Uchiha gets back. What's your thoughts about the next chapter, Mel?
Yeah. Well, as far as the leaks and spoilers go, we only have the one panel so far. Again, if you guys have any more information, send it to me at Mello the Dreamer on X. Try my very best to hook you up. But nevertheless, yeah, Sakura is back, which is really interesting because we haven't really seen a lot of the Ojin characters in TBV, which is understandable to a certain degree. However, yeah, she's back and she seems to be healing Inojin. And as I mentioned to my chat, but I'll say it for the podcast, that's an interesting turn of events, seeing as how, he was supposedly healed by Himawari. And this could speak to some limitations that Himawari has with her powers. Not necessarily the power itself, but just maybe her lack of understanding of how to use it in its totality, potentially. We'll have to see about that. So that's interesting. With that, and I would also be interested, since we are bringing Sakura in, potentially we can get some other new new Ojin characters like Sai. She's already here, so we can get Sai and then maybe get his reaction to what happened to his son. Maybe get some kind of emotional character development through Ino and Sai and whatever the case may be. I think that could be pretty interesting, and with Sakura back into the fold, this could branch off into something with Hirari and Sarada and Sasuke and Shinju. And that's really interesting, right? Because I think a lot of people had questions about, Sakura and what she was feeling about all of this stuff that was occurring, if she was, brought into the loop, if she knew about any of this. So that's actually really interesting. And I think lastly for me, for Sakura, I don't want to hog up too much time. I think for Sakura, one thing that I did notice with the leaked panel is that Byakugo seal is prominently featured, right? And one of the things that we've been talking about for quite some time is Sarada's power progression, right? So I think with that Byakugo seal and this 3-year time skip and Sarada coming back so powerful, I think it makes sense that, some Byakugo training may have occurred potentially throughout those 3 years that had led to Sarada's power being amplified to a certain degree. Of course, with her heritage as an Uchiha, it just gets her there either way. But yeah, so those are just some of the first top of the head, back of the napkin thoughts that I had. But what do you think about this panel? Have you pulled it up? Have you taken a look, Bar?
Yeah, I pulled it up. No, but not for sure. To be honest, I was kind of thinking this could kind of be like a potential yin and yang type of thing, or of medical kunoichis with Himawari and Sarada in the future. Maybe Himawari herself is necessarily perfected her let's say healing abilities, and eventually in some sort of big mission. Of course, Himawari could probably start and like save Boruto's life, but Sarada probably finishes with her medical ninjutsu. We haven't necessarily seen her use medical ninjutsu so far yet. I remember it was hilarious back in Boruto when originally it was shown to us that she couldn't really do medical ninjutsu, and then all of a sudden back in the Mist Village arc, she's like healing the wounded. It's like, what is going on? But yeah, so they pretty much showed us that she's able to actually do medical ninjutsu and actually save people like in times of crisis. So I believe it could be a certain situation where even if Himawari herself isn't necessarily like the like isn't like the goat of medical ninjutsu, she can't necessarily fix every wound by just touching them with a piece of her hair because of Karama's power. Hypothetically, if Sarda is on the battlefield, it does speak to her potentially being able to fix what Himawari can't actually fix. So I thought that right there was super cool. And also, if they are gonna bring in more, let's say, healing stuff with Sarda, of course, this is all assumptions because this is soccer. But if that is the case, it could potentially point to the Byakugo seal being more involved. I know what's called a few pods ago, you guys pretty much enlightened me that it's not necessarily 1-to-1. If you could do medical ninjutsu, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the Byakugo seal, but it does speak to chakra control. And I'm pretty sure Sarada is like always like practicing her chakra control, but if she's actually doing medical ninjutsu, if she's actually like perfected it like very close to Sakura, I think that just points to very good things in regards to her Byakugo seal. But of course, we do have to wait and see if she'll actually do it. Hopefully she will. One of the things that I did kind of find out was like interesting is that Inojin is still kind of like he's still kind of finished, which does make me believe that there could be like let's say like something deeper. It's not necessarily just like a physical attack that Jiro actually did hit what's called Inojin with. We know he hit him with the wood style, so the wood style itself could have some other effects. I do want to see specifically what that could possibly be, because we understand that he uses that a lot. He used it against Kawaki, used against Himawari, and my guy, what's called Inojin was the first one that was actually like impaled like fully. So I do want to see specifically the effects of that, because I personally believe that Jura, man, I know it was a possibility that he might not have actually been like the strongest guy, but like now it's looking like he has like some supernatural stuff, like some stuff that we've never even really seen before. So the effects of something like this, I do want to see, and of course the perfect person to find out specifically what it could possibly be is Sakura. But also, I think the way that they're utilizing the old generation characters, I think is perfect. They're not necessarily too much involved in the actual action. They're more of like, of course, they're side characters, but they're actually like assisting in the new generation, the next generation characters. Shikamaru, my personal opinion, is going to be like a super important guy in an actual like main plot of the main plot of Boruto. But you don't really expect Shikamaru to actually be fighting not Sakura, Sasuke and Naruto as well. They're going to be involved in the main plot, but you don't necessarily expect them to be fighting. Even Hidari, he's not necessarily too strong. We understand that he's not fully Sasuke, but he's not, again, he's not too strong. He's not like a Jura type of character. So I like what they're doing with the side characters. And again, I get you pointed out, I do want to see if they do introduce some more side characters like Sai and see their reaction to Inojin getting packed up like this. Does Sai go crazy? Does Inojin figure out some new ability because he was close to death? You know how Naruto is. But like I do want to see specifically what comes out from this scene. But also I just want to point out they're handling the old generation characters perfectly. Exactly what I thought they should have done.
Yeah, I don't. Hmm. Well, I don't know if I agree with that part there so much, which is fine, right? Like
Yeah, I respect.
the idea that they're handling them perfectly. And Black Uchi, are you back or
Oh
you
yeah,
good?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
good.
okay.
I was
Um,
listening. I just had my thing muted. Y'all good
oh,
though.
bad,
Keep
bad,
going.
bad, bad.
Keep going.
Yeah, no, I think there could be a better way to kind of rope them in. I do see on this panel, I do see Ino here with Sakura, so potentially we can get Sai or maybe some other interactions that could be pretty interesting. But I don't know. I just it's so weird because we're like a year plus into like Boruto TBV. But it feels like we're still like at the start, like at the very beginning. So it feels weird for me to say like I wish they would have done more with the older gen characters, the side characters. And when I say side character, I mean like new gen character. Like where's Dinky? Like bring like you want to have Shinky, like bring him in maybe and have people have some kind of emotional tether to him potentially, right? Seeing as how if you want to make him like Shinju, if you're not an anime watcher, you probably don't even know who Shinky is. So I don't. Yeah, you definitely don't know who he is unless you've seen him like on memes or something on X or whatever. So I don't know. Just maybe do a little bit more. But at the same time, I do feel like we're so early into the series that there's a lot of time for them to do the thing I'm suggesting that they do. So it feels a little weird to suggest it now. But yeah. But Black, what do you think about this leak panel for TBV? Have you seen it? And then also some thoughts in the last couple of months since we haven't had you. The Thorn Souls, one thing, the Kashin Koji's abilities, and then also what was it? The Karama. Yes, exactly. So what are your thoughts on TBV? Yeah.
Starting off with the leaks, I think it's great we got Sakura back because, but what I feel like people are confused because I see it's a lot of discourse around the healing. I think Mello, you brought it up earlier about how Himawari healing Inojin and whether it's a good job or not, or Sakura possibly teaching Sarada or Himawari healing. I'm like, what's her whole stance about Sasuke? Like, she's been here this whole time. Her daughter's been advocating for a criminal, and she's just here in a random hospital bed healing a kid. I get it, granted that she's the top ninja, top medical ninja, but it just strike me as odd. But I can't let everything build my preference for the chapter before he comes out because
Right.
I don't know everything that's happening, but still, I'm just like, what is Sakura doing? Like, how she feel about Shikamaru? Like, yeah, Boruto, Sasuke, kill on sight order. Your daughter's in the streets passing out pictures of baby Boruto, but you just out here in the lab coat. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure the sprained ankle is good. But I don't know. I was just like, I thought Sakura would have I don't know. I still think she has a very interesting plot line coming up for her character. I believe her stance.
I think you're right for that curiosity, but to be honest, I feel like if Sakura actually believes that what's it called, that Sasuke went rogue, like because because he's supporting the person who actually packed up Naruto, I don't think she'd care, bro. I don't think unfortunately, she rock with Sasuke that much.
That's wild.
Yes,
honestly, all right, I could really the most realistically, like aside from my gripes and opinions about the matter, but the most realistically way I see it playing out is that Sakura, quote unquote, she just has undeniable faith in Sasuke. So whatever he's doing, she just has faith he's gonna come back. I feel like that's what Ikimoto or Kishimoto is going right. Her character in the last 3 years, where it's like she knows whatever Sasuke did for whatever reason he helped Boruto, it was for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe she just because at this point, her daughter is the loudest mouth and knows something. She has to have some type of insight or opinion based off of whatever. So I'm really interested. Aside from the healing aspect, I really want to see an interaction between her and Sakura. I want to see Sasuke's name brought up in her regard, not just talk about Sasuke in the chapter, but like in Sakura's regard, like really where her mind's at. So I really like the fact that they brought her back, though. I ain't gonna lie, because one thing about it, her fan base is going, they going to come to life whenever it's about Sakura.
Yeah.
Spark up some life into the community before the chapter drop.
So I had a question for you real quick before the past chapters. So maybe two things. One, would you like to see her have a major fight, and then if so, against who? Since she's back, and then
Sakura or
Sakura, yeah. And then two, would you like to see that conversation with Sarada about Sasuke and Hirari and whatnot? And then just what Sarada's been going through in this chapter. Do you think there's room for that in this chapter or maybe in the future?
I feel like they can start the conversation this chapter. I don't think because that's even though it's a subplot based off of the position, Boruto just got arrested, right? And then how it's like so many things are in place to the point where like everything is on like on edge right now. So they can introduce the idea of Sakura talking to Sarada, or the idea of an interrogation with Boruto. Maybe Sakura is going to be present at that point in time with Sarada there. However they want to play it out, but I definitely want to see Sarada I don't want to see it ignored or glossed over. Now, if another situation stems, like the village is attacked, obviously you're not going to be sitting here trying to talk about Sasuke, like whatever you're doing. But I don't want them to gloss over it and just focus on other things if the opportunity presents itself. So if like we see in the spoilers where everybody's there, say Sarada comes into the room checking on Inojin, right? And there's a die down period. At least they can bring up the idea like, oh, we need to talk. I don't even know, because they've been living together the last 3 years. It's not like they haven't seen each other in 3 years. So they can still say, maybe Sakura could ask, ask Sarada, you seen Boruto, have you seen Sasuke? What about Sasuke? Or what about something? They can bring it up, but I don't think they have time to flesh it out. If they try to, it'll be forced, it'll feel rushed, but they can definitely bring it up because I believe the buildup for this chapter leads to so many eyes on specific situations and characters. So situations like the Boruto being arrested situation, and characters for me personally, I believe Kawaki and Damon and Amato. Those three are on my watch list because Damon is just I always whenever I talk about Damon, I always place him. He's wild card. You never know because it can interest him or he can still be like asleep for the next 5 chapters because he doesn't care about what's going on. Or he can be like, yo, like what happened when he randomly saw Himawari in part 1. Like, let's turn up. You feel me? So Damon Amato, especially because, he knew the truth. He already understood that Kawaki has his daughters Karmasil and Essence in her soul. So however they want to play it out where Boruto is getting interrogated, Kawaki is going to be under the waters. Are they going to be searching his memories? Are they going to be asking him questions? Boruto made it clear that he is not in any rush to, you feel me, revert the omnipotence because if he doesn't fix the true root of the problem, Kawaki is just going to end up doing whatever happens again. But he did not hesitate to let people know, like, hey, Naruto's alive. He told Mitsuki that straight up. He's like, bro, don't worry about my pops is good. Ino heard it, Shikamaru heard it. So as far as like Kawaki's cover being blown, I'm really keeping my eye out for that. I want to see how they go about it. I don't think his cover will get blown because of Boruto's stance. So like he's not in a rush to undo omnipotence, but we've seen it in the past. So I wouldn't put it past them to reveal next chapter to everybody. Yo, Naruto is good, and now all eyes are on Kawaki. Personally.
But the thing is, I remember earlier on in the series, Boruto did say he wanted to like kind of keep it a secret to protect Kawaki. Like I don't know if that'll come back up.
Right. I mean, I feel like he would. It's hard to say because it's not like you can just bring it up. Hey, are your lives switched? Like, for instance, when they introduced Kashin Koji in the Boruto flashback, and Kashin Koji straight up came out the blue with like, yo, what's going on with your situation? Boruto still didn't, come completely clean. He just asked them a simple, he's like, do you know about omnipotence? So I feel like Boruto's already put in a position where at this point, based off of his experiences, like he has to understand that it'll be an extremely, extremely rare situation for someone to like eventually come to believe him. So it's pointless. At this point, you're just beating a dead horse. So it's no point of really trying to say, hey, I'm Naruto's son, as opposed to just saying, bro, don't trip. The Hokage is alive. He's good. He's fine. But let's focus on these 10-tailed beings right now. And I feel like that's the stance Boruto would take.
Nah, I feel you. To be honest, the thing about the whole Kawaki and being found out situation, I feel like they'd be like kind of be incentivized to like not have Kawaki be in trouble. Because I think
Right.
I forgot which specific chapter this was, but I believe Shikamaru said they don't necessarily want to drive Kawaki into a corner anymore because he has the ability to use omnipotence again. He didn't say that verbatim, but like that's the idea. If hypothetically Kawaki feels like there's no other way, he's gonna go cry to Ada again, but he's just opening more omnipotent stuff. So like I feel like they wouldn't necessarily like completely drive Kawaki into a corner, but I feel like it could be a certain situation where like it's known, like they talk about it. But like another thing we got to take into account, the rewriting thing. They talked about it. Supposedly Shikamaru has been told the same story over and over and over again, but he still forgets. Boruto said that Sarada told him, but he forgets. So I feel like it's possible that any chapter now, Shikamaru forgets about Boruto and his own like last conversation, and like Shikamaru is just like 100% dead set that Boruto's the enemy again. So I want to see specifically how that goes, and of course that's going to give us more information about the omnipotence. Like, does it rewrite itself like every week, 2 weeks, every month, or something like that? Every arc, I don't know.
Subscription renewal.
Yeah, facts. Like I don't know.
And what about the Oh, sorry. Oh, so what about the fight for Sakura?
Sakura.
Yeah, if you want one. If you want one.
Can I say who? Yeah, I mean, I want to see. Who would she even fight though? I want to see her fight if the long story short, yes, I want to see her fight, but I don't know who she could fight. I was gonna say Matsuri, but that was quick. And then I remember Konohamaru, that's his op. So I can't really just do that to Konohamaru. Maybe the new Shinju that pops up, maybe Hidari. It can be like everybody's thinking Boruto Sarada. Maybe it's Sakura Sarada versus Hidari. Like, what y'all think about that?
That could be interesting.
Yeah,
Well, I
that could be
mean,
cool.
we get a lot of father-son moments in this series. Then like a mother-daughter moment could be pretty sick. Like a father-son Rasengan, just the Sakura Sarada version of whatever that might be.
Like they punched the mess out of Hidari's torso and just blow him to oblivion or something.
Yeah, like maybe they have like some like a Izuku air punch thing that they've developed now. And they both activate their Byakugo seal at the same time via the Tsunade war arc with Sakura. When they summon like
See,
that little healing zone versus
See,
the
that would be
Sensos.
fire. And then I don't get like why they haven't. I mean, the Shino fight was fire. I rocks with it. But like, man, bro, there's so much they can do with Sakura. So much they could do with like her Byakugo seal, just her relevancy, and then
Yeah.
like just like yeah, bro. If I'm being real, now that I said it out and I think about I want to see her and Sarada versus Hidari. I don't want to see Boruto. Boruto already beat him. He's cool. Like just stick to Jura at this point. So I
Yeah,
want to see Sakura and Sarada versus Hidari. That's what I want to see.
I think it would be weird to have Boruto match up against Hirari after what happened again.
Right.
Especially
Again.
in like a tag team match. That would be interesting. Like it's I don't know, like see, I'm of the mindset I want to like do too much power scaling, but like I jutsu obviously that's going to upscale your output, but like he still needed help with that. So I suppose if they did fight again, it wouldn't go the same way if he was like 1v1 or whatever. But I think the idea is to kind of rope Sakura in there in some sense. But what do you think, Bar?
I'm not necessarily sure who she would fight. I think she should, but I don't necessarily think it should be like a crazy main villain to where it's like, hey, this is the Sakura arc now. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I want her to fight a villain that's like respectable because I want like coming into the battle, we should be cool about Sakura potentially losing that battle. It shouldn't be like, hey, the character of Sakura was disrespected and stuff like that. Because a lot of times with side characters, they could potentially do that. Like for example, like I know some people even still argue like, maybe Kakashi didn't fully lose. Like Kakashi versus Kakashi and Koji. Like, if it's something like that, not necessarily that quick, because I feel like that right there was like a throwaway fight. But like if she fights like a character of like that respect level, I feel like her potentially losing would be cool. But if she does fight, I hope she does lose. To be honest, one of the things that I'm kind of paying attention to is like the power scaling between Sakura and Sarada. I feel like eventually Sarada's probably gonna surpass Sakura. I just want to know specifically when, and of course, I want to get the power scaling. So I want to see like
Eventually?
Sakura's like,
Interesting.
yeah. So I want to see it's like Sakura's peak. If Sakura gets into a battle with like some fodder and she just absolutely washes the fodder, we never really figure out like how strong Sakura actually is. I want to. So like, matter of fact, the idea of her potentially going against Hidari and Sarada also fighting alongside of her, I think that'd be cool as well. Because I feel like there's no way that Sakura could actually like 1v1 beat Hidari. So eventually we could potentially like see her peak. And we haven't necessarily seen adult Sakura with the Byakugo seal. So like that's
Hidari got to beat those fraud allegations. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
I didn't
got
even
to
know
beat
he had
these fraud
fraud
allegations.
what are the allegations? What are people saying
He's
about his character?
He's a fraud. He's a fraud. I mean, I like Ikimoto. Like he's kind of like when you think of Sasuke, you're not gonna think Hidari. So I like his character, his dynamic. But yeah, he's a fraud. He's stupid. Not saying like I don't like his character, but like we seen him question if a bookshelf or whatever with the door, if that was Naruto, and he was asking like where Naruto was, and they're looking for Naruto. So how would Jura know if he knew he would have took you to Naruto? But yeah, he got to beat the fraud allegations. I like what they did. I still think he's one of the most important Shinju, but just because he's one of the most important, that don't mean he has to be the strongest. I think he's probably the weakest, honestly, 100%. I'm like, but lower than Matsuri, lower than Bug, and lower than Jura, obviously. But I like his dynamic and what he brings to the table, not just his comedic relief. So he got to beat those fraud allegations and give us like, he punched Kawaki once, but Kawaki, if we being real, Kawaki blocked it. He didn't he got no hits. He resorted like the fight. He was like mad Jonin. I get it. He was getting jumped, but like he was relying too heavy on the claw grinds. Even they wasn't pulling through from him. He caught Sarada lacking twice, so that was cool. But like, yeah, he got to beat these fraud allegations at this point. Like, One Eye Sasuke could come back and fold him and take his eyes.
So here's what I'm thinking about Hirari, and this is obviously not confirmed, just my thoughts on it. I think he's an unfinished product, right? Like if I had like, I don't know, like a Marie's calendar apple crumb pie, which that's oddly specific because that's in my freezer right now. So if I have that apple crumb pie, right, and it says it takes 60 minutes to cook, and I pull it out at the 30-minute mark and it tastes bad, you're gonna be like, yo, this pie is awful. And then I would look at you and be like, well, yeah, it's awful because there's still 30 minutes for it to cook. So I think
Yeah.
Hirari, in my opinion, just my opinion, I think the character comes off as very dumb and stupid because he's been alive for maybe a day. He's been alive for maybe a day. Like, yeah, he has like knowledge and stuff by some means. We don't know the mechanics of that, but he clearly has some more cooking to do. I think he has some more developing to do. I mean, I don't even think he understands chakra. I just think he's just using it on some like intuitive and like natural way.
That's that latent Sasuke talent.
Yeah,
laying dormant in him.
Yeah, so
But
I
yeah,
think
I agree with you. I agree with you.
yeah, so I think if we give him 30 more minutes in the oven, he'll come out a pristine apple pie, and then we can look at what he actually can bring to the table. But I think what you're saying is perfectly valid right now. I mean, all that maybe in the future shit sounds all nice and good, but right now, yeah, he looking a little sparse to say the very least, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I like the comedic relief surrounding him, but that's why I'm saying he looks like he might, aside from Jura, he looks like he might be the most important Shinju. I don't know. I think Bug is a sleeper. I don't know why people don't be like paying attention to him,
Yeah,
but
me too.
Hidari, like they putting in work on and building not just like his strength and his conflicts and antagonizing, but like his character. Like he might be on some. I still think he might betray the Shinju, but you know he got some work to do. He's still a fraud right now, though.
Well, I got a quick question regarding my guy Hidari. Real quick, Bug 1000%. I think there's something with him. To be honest, I think he was stronger than what Hidari was.
Oh yeah, Mamushi.
That boy Mamushi.
But with Hidari, do you think that do you think there's like a different power scaling now that he's revived? Because suppose like he's like the most recent Shinju now. Like could he be stronger?
Oh yeah, he went to the drawing board. He's not gonna get caught lacking like that again. But we have to see it for us to believe it. But I think I just think he like he had to take like I don't know because you saw what Mamushi said. He was like, did Hidari just go and get himself killed? So like kind of looking down on him. So I don't know. Maybe he might take it to heart. He was like, "Yeah, we all just 2 days old. I took the first L of the group. Nobody else has lost, so he gonna have to take it some way." But I feel like on a serious note, though, he's gonna take it. I think on a serious note, he's gonna take into account what he learned from watching Sarada perform the Chidori many times, and what he learned from Boruto in terms of the fact that all right, he knows about my sword tone, and he has a jutsu that can completely obliterate me. So I pay attention or I study those 3 things, and then I feel like he's gonna come back. He's gonna be good.
Imagine seeing him like, hey, I can do all these like Karin, Sharingan, shenanigans, Mangekyo, Sasuke's Rinnegan potentially if that's like, still, the chakra remembers type of beat. I think there's like heights for that character to reach, and the character is not only just young to us from our perspective as readers and viewers, but just young in general from the show. So I would definitely give that character a little bit more time to cook for sure. But I did have a question unless Bar had another one.
Oh, no, I'm straight.
I was going to ask Black Uchiha, what did you think about the writing when Jura retreated and didn't kill Boruto because of the rotting soul bulb of Hirari? Did you think that was weird? Did you understand it? Like, do you have opinion or no opinion on it? What do you think about that?
I literally just dropped a video on that, bro. Yesterday, I think. Yeah,
Nice.
the top literally why Jura, because I seen it's surprisingly like one of the more popular topics after the chapter drop. Why Jura didn't kill? I don't know why so many people are like praying for Boruto's downfall, though. Unironically. But I get it. I get it, and I get both sides of the argument where people say it made no sense or they just had to find a way to get Jura to retreat. But I think if you look deeper into it, it plays into whatever Mamushi did. So, oh yeah, I'm really like pulling into the driver right now. So yeah, we're good on audio. But
Yeah.
when Mamushi popped up and stopped Jura essentially from taking the killing blow, like I think they did it on a purpose. Like, so they showed us that scene, and then they went to the flashback, and then they had Kashikochi tell us, boom, Jura is the one that kills you. After the futures where Code and Ishiki destroyed the world, after those are avoided, Jura is the one that's killing you, and I don't know how to stop it. He just keep on killing you, right? So in the beginning, and then Jura says, some divine intervention. I just feel like it plays into like so many different ambiguous keys that you can know. Okay, why did like it didn't take nothing but half
Oh,
of a millisecond for Boruto to get shot. Kawaki was in the middle of talking, and then Boruto was just on the ground. You feel me? So it
so your audio is kind of
wouldn't
like
have taken
going in
nothing
and
for
out
Jura to just shoot
a little bit.
Boruto and then head back. But then you have to take into account what Mamushi, the whole point of Mamushi's message or the reason, like.
Wait, Black,
Oh,
can you hear me?
hold on.
Can you hear me? Yeah, your audio is
Am I
kind
good?
of
Am I
your
good?
audio's coming
I
in
can
and
hear
out.
you. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
your audio's shooting in and out a little bit. It's kind of Did you want to like maybe save that take and then like for
Hold
when you
on,
get
let
into
me.
the house?
Yeah, let me save that. Hold on, let me mute myself real quick. Y'all
Bet,
continue.
bet. Did you want to add on to anything he was saying, Bar? Did you want to like kind of shift topics until he got his stuff?
Well,
Yeah.
I want to hear him finish that point. But to be honest, the whole thing with Jura leaving early, I kind of did find it a little bit weird. I kind of did find it puzzling because like the time he spent like explaining why he couldn't kill Boruto, he could have spent that just killing Boruto. I'm not completely sure. That makes me believe that it could possibly be like a chakra type of thing where maybe Jiren needed some sort of power energy to do whatever he was doing with Hidari, basically reviving Hidari with the Thorn Soul. I still don't even know the actual name of it, but maybe he needed some actual power with that. And of course, what he was doing with Boruto was like actually going all out. We know, like in the battle with Kawaki and like Himawari, he basically talked about like the levels of his power and what he actually does use. He actually finally at least tapped into a little of that power against Himawari. I'm guessing whatever he did against Boruto, like that was really like full power Jura. So I'm guessing it could be like maybe he couldn't necessarily do that too much to Boruto because he still needs at least some of his power for whatever ritual Hidari is gonna do with his Thorn Soul.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much like the only thing I could possibly see that actually did happen.
So like,
or reason why.
Okay, so in the spirit of what you just said, getting away from like just analysis from like inside of the universe of like the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex series, just out of verse, like just Ikimoto's writing, since he's the guy now, we can stop pretending like Kishimoto's the guy. He's Ikimoto, okay. So Ikimoto's the guy. Do you have an issue with that writing? The fact that like you have to speculate about why Jura's doing what he's doing is not like even like an implication of why, or like just stated why. Like, do you have any concerns about the future with that level of writing?
Only if they let me know. Only if they let me know. Like, I feel like Ikimoto has done this like a couple of times, and like we later on find out why. I guess the one open one that we still don't fully know, but I guess we could possibly assume is like how Boruto got there in chapter 1. I think everybody believes that it's flying Raijin now, even though he didn't necessarily say it verbatim. I think the reason why he didn't kill Boruto is probably gonna become clear in like let's say 10 chapters or so. And well, hopefully the audience is still paying attention by then. But like, I personally believe like if it does become clear, then it's not that big of a deal. It could even be seen as like good writing, like foreshadowing. Some people actually do like that, where you don't necessarily give us all the answers like off top. And of course, wouldn't necessarily be giving us all the answers off top. But like, people want to be kept in the dark a little bit. So this could be that. But like, as of right now, if it's just like even the excuse that I said, even if it's just that, it wouldn't necessarily be like a good reason as to like not tell us why. My personal opinion, I feel like that did look a bit shaky, but they could definitely like fix it. I remember talking too early, and I'm not gonna give no spoilers because my guy Mello didn't watch this, but like I used to criticize Attack on Titan a lot because early on there was like a lot of plot holes But like in the last two chapters or the last two seasons, like a lot of stuff started to be filled in, and I thought it was like great writing. So like it could be that, or it could just be like a sign of maybe Ikimoto not being that good, you know. So I
Okay,
don't want to say too early yet.
that's interesting. Oh, and just regarding the question you guys, Black Uchiha, about Hirari maybe coming back stronger since he got like reconstituted. I don't.
Yeah.
The boring answer is I don't have any like evidence or data that would suggest like sequential order is equivalent to some kind of power or whatever the case may be, or whatever the case may be. But so I don't know the mechanics or the particulars, but I guess the last person would probably be potentially the Shinju. So yeah, and then also Koji's prophecies and so on and so forth, if you want to call it that, where he mentions more so Jura and less any of the other ones. That's interesting. In terms of like maybe that has something to do with his like threat level in comparison to the others, and that could like be tethered to their power level or whatever the case may be. But yeah,
Black would you have
Do I sound good right now?
a little
Am I good?
staticky,
a little staticky.
like Stranger Things walkie-talkie staticky, like 80s staticky, a little bit.
All right, hold on.
Just a little bit.
All right, it sound better now.
Yeah, can you say like Peter picked the something
What about
peppers? Yeah, what was that old thing
so,
they say? Peter picked a pack of peppers. Do peppers come in a pack? I don't fucking know.
Peter
We just
Piper
needed to talk to
pickled peppers.
Oh shit, he knows
Yeah,
the pickled pepper
fresh
picker
peppers
thing.
back.
Okay, bet. Did you want to finish your thought?
Yeah, we're talking about
Okay,
you remember?
yeah. Jura and
yeah,
Hidari,
Jura
or
leaving early.
Jura not leaving, or
Oh yeah,
Jura leaving. Yeah. I mean, for why? I mean, so yeah, once Mamushi popped up and he gave him the down of like what Matsuri has been up to, so she's been looking around and figured out that Boruto likely hasn't accomplished. So I pieced it together. Basically, Jura's original goal was to eat Boruto and Kawaki. So every instance that he came across Boruto and Kawaki prior to that, right before he was taking that kill shot, his goal was to eat Boruto and Kawaki. So when he saw Boruto in chapter 4, when he could have killed him and he was flying above him, he was like, nah, I'm chilling. I'm gonna eat you later. He pulled up to the village. He saw Kawaki. He said, enjoy that water tank. I'm gonna eat you later. You know what I'm saying? Kawaki Delta pulled up on him. They saw him. He's like, why is Boruto interrupting my fight? He didn't even care about Kawaki and Delta. So once he realized, so I don't know how Jura was able to hear that conversation, first of all, from that far away out the village. But once he realized Boruto knew about the Soul Thorn and that he was, had a capable way of not just killing Hidari's body, but destroying him for good, and understanding, okay, Jura himself has a Soul Thorn, the other Shinju has a Soul Thorn. Boruto is too dangerous to keep alive for being just food. Like, I want to eat you. How you feel if like your food on your plate just got up and said, nah, fam, I'm eating you today. You feel me? So he's like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just kill this man. At the end of the day, I still got Kawaki, right? So boom, that's warranted, in my personal opinion. Now, this is not gospel, but in my personal opinion, now that warranted the first shot. All right, Boruto has all of this information. First of all, I see how strong he is. I don't think he's stronger than me, but I see how strong he is. So that warranted the first, doubt. Now, boom, he knows how to kill us and get rid of us. Boom, he has to go. How does he know this information? So now that Jura understands Boruto has help, we know who Kashin Koji is. Jura don't know who Kashin Koji is. Jura just knows what he sees from Boruto. And what we seen from Boruto the first few chapters before we understood Kashin Koji was the one seeing the future and not Boruto, we were like, man, this guy is a demigod walking amongst men. Because, like, who's going to stop Boruto? So for Jura, and for him to even say before he retreats, we're facing a formidable foe, it lets you know that he respects or acknowledges Boruto's strength, at least, to the point where he understands he can't just do all willy-nilly. But before taking that final kill shot, he has to understand, okay, if Boruto hasn't accomplished, I'm literally about to kill this guy for the information that I found out that he found out. But if his accomplice is the reason for that information, that's the one that needs to die, not Boruto. So Boruto can just go back to being a 5-star gourmet meal when I'm ready to eat him, instead of me just killing him right now, and then sending him to the dumpsters. So in the case of, now none of this has been stated, but in the case of Jura, like, playing his cards right. I feel like he wants to wait and see the next time Boruto links up with Kashin Koji. If Boruto is going to link up with Kashin Koji, then possibly he might take out both of them at the same time, or just go for the kill on Kashin Koji, because Kashin Koji is the one who's making Boruto this dangerous in the first place. So I feel like Jura Loki, Boruto, and Kawaki. So that's why if he could find any reason not to kill him, he's going to justify it. Personally, that's me.
Interesting. It kind of reminds me of Kaguya a little bit, where she just makes the choice to take out Naruto because of the threat that he poses in that instance. Potential threat if they linked back up together or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, it's definitely paying off, playing off of past events in the series. The same thing with like Kawaki and Boruto, right? Like, hey, I'll take Boruto, and the thing with Code, right? Like they were bargaining. He was bargaining with Ada about which one they wanted, or like Buck said, human trafficking conversation almost. So yeah, like it's definitely very similar vibes there with that. Did you have any other questions, Bar, before we kind of moved on to the next topic? Because I did have another one.
With the Koji thing, because just to piggyback on that, do you think Koji would train Kawaki?
Black, what do you think?
Like this Kawaki, like omnipotence Kawaki, like just straight up Kawaki, like him knowing.
Well, currently, right in the last chapter, Koji basically found out that Boruto's working alongside Kashin Koji, and we understand that the reason why Boruto is like this OP now is because like he spent a year training with Kashin Koji, figuring out all the moves of like future Boruto and stuff like that. I'm guessing like if Kawaki puts two and two together, like this is how Boruto got this strong, like he'd probably seek out
Kashin Koji. I feel like Kawaki, he definitely wants to get stronger. I feel like, though, I feel like he's not as strong as he should be, though. I don't think he needs to train. Only bigger fraud than Hidari and Metal Lee is, you know what I'm saying, is Kawaki right now. And that's because he has a mental block.
Chill. That's my guy. You can't be
Metal Lee is, bro, I'm sorry. He catch strays from me anytime.
Metal
Oh no, not Metal.
Exactly.
Kawaki's my guy. Kawaki's not Metal.
Bro ain't even canon, bro.
He was balls. I was done with the Lee family.
Right now, he's a bigger fraud than Metal because like he's not living up to his potential though. But I don't think like Kawaki, every person that faced him face to face, aside from Sarada, and she was close to doing it in an antagonistic way, left him on the ground. This whole entire series, like everybody that faced him in an antagonistic way, left him. Mitsuki left him on the ground. The Claw Garm left him on the ground. Jura left him on a tank and then on the ground. You feel me? So I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure what chapter it was though. Remember when Amato was looking at the fight between Jura and Kawaki, and he's like, "Yo, what's going on with this guy? Like what's wrong?" I feel like he's looking at Kawaki like, "Bro, you should be doing what Boruto right now. Like, come on, like, what's going on? I don't know."
I feel like he was looking at Boruto and figuring out trying to figure out what's going on with that guy. Because even Delta was saying like Kawaki is normal, Boruto is the guy that's OP, and Jura is the guy that's OP.
Yeah, I think chapter 13. I won't say makes it clear, but I think it's pretty clear for me that Boruto's progression isn't normal because of Koji giving him future information. And I think that was the whole point. It's supposed to expedite his level of his level in general. So I think Mitsuki, Sarada, like all of them are extremely like very powerful. The issue is Boruto had an expedited training method that got him to higher heights, almost like a cheat code to a certain degree. But I just think like the scaling for this series is just fundamentally misunderstood by the fandom, in my opinion.
You're right.
Like I've been saying Code is relative to Boruto. It's just that Boruto had data and information about this. That's why I played around. I think I asked maybe Bar or Free Game or somebody else. I joked around like, "Yo, do you think when Boruto was dodging attacks from Code, was Koji letting him know about what was going to happen in the future? Like, yo, bro, he's about to hit you on your left, sway right, and then he's
left.
Yeah, that type shit because he had the toad on him. Like, I was playing around with that type of stuff, but like, bro has like future knowledge. Like Code, he's dumb to be fair, so that didn't help him. But I mean, he tanked Uzuhiko. Even Boruto was surprised. He was like, "Oh shit, like what?" And then like even when he had Uzuhiko rescinded the side effects of it, bro was good. He ain't had no scratches on him. He was dodging Hidari's attacks. He just like he no breathing heavily, nothing, bro. Code's a monster, and I think if Code attacked Konoha right then and there with no intervention from Boruto, he's like, I'm pretty sure he's capturing Kawaki or destroying like everybody. Like I don't think anyone can match that dude's power right now outside of the Shinju and Boruto and potentially Koji at this point.
I think Code's biggest mistake was underestimating Boruto. If he would have came in with the mindset of like, nah, I'm really about to like, instead of coming in with the mindset I'm about to sun this dude, he should have came in with the mindset, nah, I'm about to really like go crazy, all out murder this man, because he assuming he's still as strong or as he was whenever they fought 2 years ago, right? So that's where his mistake was. Now, in a sense where like they were clashing, everything was even, right? Boruto's throwing a clash or blocking a clash from Code. Code is blocking a punch from Boruto. So everything, it was the Uzuhiko that really threw Code off guards. It was definitely the Uzuhiko, but even still though, like if I look at Kawaki's strength right now and then I look at Mitsuki's strength, I know Mitsuki was always hyped up, especially early on in the anime, to be like one of the strongest in the generation, probably the strongest for a point of time. I feel like his growth is even more though. If you just take into account everybody had normal growth, Boruto was the abnormal one. I don't think I feel like the gap that Mitsuki grew, and even I would even say Sakura grew, is bigger than the gap that Kawaki grew. Well, if you get what I'm trying to say in that sense.
Yeah, I think they had like they started from a lower point than Kawaki did. So
Okay,
when they have like these like
I forgot about that. Yep.
when they have these
That was why
exponential
Sasuke
like
got mad at Naruto. Yep.
yeah, when they have these exponential showcases, it stands out a little bit more. But like if you go back to Boruto Part 1, they make it clear like Sarada and Mitsuki too. Like for Sarada in particular, she cannot achieve her goal of becoming Hokage, which she affirms is still her goal in Chapter 1 of TBV. Unless she matches the mighty Otsutsuki, and the same goes for Mitsuki. Like, his goal is to like protect Boruto because he wasn't there when Kawaki killed him, but they thought it was Code that did it. So they already said pre-time skip that they have to be Otsutsuki level to even like achieve anything that they want to. So like when they're like fighting or Sarada is like boxing against Hidari, I don't think it's because Hidari's weak. I think it's just because Sarada
how much stronger she got.
Yeah, she had a threshold that she needed, like must meet in order to even like be a functioning shinobi in the way that she sees herself. But yeah, I had a question for you guys. Okay, this could be a nothing burger, but Boruto, Two Blue Vortex, Chapter 13. Boruto just got shot, right? The cuffs are on the kid, or at least they're about to be. Kawaki grabs Koji's toad, and then he like squeezes it, and it like bursts, right? And then next thing you know, you see a panel where there's like a sound effect, almost like somebody's walking through the hallways of Orochimaru's lair. And then you see Kashin Koji, and he says, "Ugh, what a bothersome turn of events." Now, I first initially, and this could be accurate, I thought that Koji was reacting to his toad getting popped from Kawaki. Or, now I'm starting to think, it could be that somebody walked in, and then Koji's, when he says what bothersome events, turn of events, he's talking about the person who was walking through the hallways of Orochimaru's lair, or whatever the case may be. So it could be nothing, but I just want to get you guys' thought on that. Yeah.
The Shinju got the drop. Now that I gotta look back at that panel though. I gotta look back at the panel for real and see.
Let me see if I can maybe send it to you guys really quick. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is with Kashin Koji, it could be like a few things that he finds troublesome. I don't think that people knew he was alive over like the past 3 years, right? So like it's even bigger than just Kawaki now. Like Amada's probably gonna know that he's alive. Like damn it, everybody probably didn't want to know he was alive. Probably alive. Also, he probably already seen this situation playing out. Like remember, you can pretty much see the future, and he probably understands what's probably gonna come after Boruto does get arrested. Maybe like even more stuff he's probably gonna have to divulge about omnipotence that does probably put Kawaki in trouble. We talked about why that could be a problem a little bit earlier. So like it could be like a whole host of stuff Kashin Koji's thinking about. But the idea that Kawaki pulls up on Kashin Koji, to be honest, I like it simply because I want Kashin Koji to train. But like, how would Kawaki know where he is though. That's the only thing.
I never said who it was. I just said it's gonna be somebody walking through the hallways.
Well,
I just
yeah,
said I
if
just said
that,
Quacky popped the toad. Yeah.
oh yeah, I think that's 1,000. I think that's definitely possible. I don't think that that Kashin Koji has the ability to mask his chakra like how Otsutsuki members do. So if someone realizes that Kashin Koji is alive, someone who actually did know of Kashin Koji before, let's say Amato, maybe he could actually like track down Kashin Koji. Like yeah, just someone knowing that Kashin Koji is alive now, like that probably opens up a whole host of problems that Kashin Koji probably didn't want.
Yeah, he's definitely public enemy number one, I think. But maybe I'll reframe the question a little bit. So the only purpose that Kawaki was serving was that I thought that Koji's reaction was to what Kawaki did. But what I'm saying is that might not be true. I think it's probably the likely truth, but it might not be. So there's a panel underneath that I sent you guys, where you see these sound effects, and it just shows like a corridor, or at least like the opening of a passage. And it seems like maybe somebody's there, along with Koji, and then maybe Koji's reaction is to that potential person. I just want to get your thoughts on that. I mean, it could be nothing. It could be nothing. Just interested in that though.
That's true. Why would they put those sound effects there though?
Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, it's just like, I guess like Koji passed gas or something. Like I don't know. Like it's just
what a troublesome turn of events.
Yeah, like your bro, I shouldn't have that taco bell. That's nasty work, bro.
Hey, yo, I'm crying.
Yeah. Black. What do you think about the potential for Shinki being a Shinju? Any thoughts on that?
Love it. I love it. Shinki, like first 65 episodes of the anime, he was probably my second or third favorite character in the whole show. I'm not gonna lie. So I would love to see his reintroduction. It would suck for it to be a Shinju, but hey, these Shinjus pulling up and they've been shaking the story. So a Shinki Shinju, I wouldn't mind. And then it's just automatically a gateway because then y'all gotta save Shinki. Like they're gonna have to save I'm calling her Matsuri. What's the girl's name again?
Moege.
The real girl, Moegi. Yeah, I was like, y'all gotta save Moegi. So it's like that would automatic gateway. He's in the story. He's a plot point. He's a subplot. So I would love it. I would love it for real. But I don't think that's the Shinju that they revealing at the end of the chapter though.
Like, what do you think it is?
It's a curveball. I don't know.
New guy?
They did
new character?
I feel like it might be. I don't know, man. At this point, the story's been doing. I wouldn't even be surprised if it is the Shinku, and they just like decided to cliffhang it at the end of the chapter for no reason. But I don't think it is because maybe whatever happened or whatever occurred, because we understand when Kashin Koji was talking to Boruto 2 years ago, it was when he was showing, or when we as the audience were seeing those flashes, so we can take into account those are the flashes that Kashin Koji saw when he first activated the ability, and he was able to see up until that point, right? So we saw the Shinjus, and he still said the fact that Boruto is gaining all of this information right now is changing the future. So that fifth Shinju it could still be Shinki, it might not be Shinki, it might be Tamari, it might be Gara. I don't know. It might be somebody, but it's I don't.
Would you be interested in like if it is Shinki, maybe getting like some kind of like a few chapters of what happened in the Stone Village, or I mean the Sand Village?
100%.
Like the Gara dies, Shinki the Kazekage now.
Gara gonna have to crash out if they caught Shinki lacking like that, or Conqueror, because I know Conqueror was like someone that Shinki really looked up to. So one of them, they're gonna have to crash out. But it would make sense because I'm pretty sure they were in the land. Who was it? Kashin Koji said something about the land of wind, or did Mamushi say something about the land of wind when talking to Jura? But the Hidden Sand Village is in the land of wind, so they probably tiptoeing or gatewaying our way in that direction. We never know.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
What do you think about the idea of having some of the side characters from the anime? Because I guess at this point that's what Shinki is, unfortunately. Being reintroduced as like the Shinju, or being introduced in the manga as the Shinju, just to kind of bring them into the fold.
I would want, and because people was on my ass on my channel when I brought her up, I would want Olga to be coming into the story as either a Shinju or just her character. The girl from the Squid Games, quote unquote Squid Games Boruto arc. I think it's the last anime canon arc before the Code arc. She
The
was
girl
the
who kind of
inner.
looked like Neji. Oh no, like she was.
Yeah,
I
she
know, I
did
know who
kind
you
of look
talking
like
about.
Neji though.
You know, with the
She
drip.
a
Yeah.
model did work. Basically, her modification, her ninja modification was her brain. She was extremely smart. Like she did a genjutsu and a genjutsu within a genjutsu. So the whole
Yeah.
Oh
entire thing was
yeah.
feeling it. I was like, yeah, this
Inception.
shorty crazy. What?
Yeah.
I feel
No,
like her as a Shinju would definitely be, and she's one of the more intriguing. Her and then what's the samurai girl's name?
Tsubaki Kuragane.
Tsubaki.
Tsubaki. Yeah, they're the more some of the more intriguing anime only characters.
Tsubaki as a that'd be nasty work. I would like that. I would like that a
Bro,
lot.
she gonna cut through the whole entire village.
It'd be like some you watch One Piece?
I love one. That's the greatest thing in the world. One Piece is.
It'd be like
Yeah,
that scene where Law he cuts like the whole mountain in Punk Hazard. Yeah, it'd be
Bro,
like
just
something
do the
like
whole room instead. She just cuts the entire like the village, the Hokage face. That would be crazy, bro.
that would be nasty.
I don't
Yeah.
think they realize like her power is insane. And then I think the girl on her team where she shoots that blast sound waves, the sound waves
Namida?
from her mouth, Namida,
Yeah.
that jutsu, I don't like her
Like some
character. Like
like some
she's
black
annoying.
black canary type shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a OP jutsu too. So
Black
they wasted
Canary.
some good jutsus on these characters, and they're not going to be introduced, like bringing them into the story. They wasting these jutsus. Like,
Yeah, I'm like
coulda
Shin
gave-
Uchiha would be fire. Yeah, no.
Yo,
Yeah,
Shin Uchiha as a the shin, yeah, it's like the foreshadowing would be nasty, bro. Like
that's OD.
the Mangekyo, that would be kind of, and then Sakura's back, like my nemesis, my villain. Yeah, I gotta pull up now. I gotta be back in the fold. Yeah, no,
Hey, yo,
it's like, oh no, yeah.
No, go ahead. I was just like, that's funny.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I'm like, it's weird for me because I want the side characters from the anime to actually be in the story, but at the same time, I feel like you would do them a disservice by bringing them in the way that I suggested. Because even if this is Shinki, like I said before, who from the manga, if you're just a manga reader, even knows who Shinki is, or
Exactly.
if
Or
you know
cares.
who exactly, how can you have an appreciation for him? I've said this before. And I know this may sound like a little like douchey, but it's par for the course for me apparently. I think if you're just a manga only reader, I don't understand how you're an actual Boruto fan like of the series, because there's so much character development and work that's done for not only the Boruto, the characters, Sarada, Mitsuki, Kawaki, just all of them.
Right.
Even for Naruto, I don't understand how you even like these characters if you don't watch the anime. So I don't know. Just my opinion though. But yeah.
I feel like manga fans they probably like the air of mystery behind a lot of the characters. It's kind of similar to what we were feeling with Code before we found out his character. I feel like they probably
did we find out his character?
Code, yeah, I think, we found out he was fodder. Like a lot of people were gassing Code. People thought he was one of the best COD members of all time, but just because we haven't really seen much of him, he was building that mystique, that aura, like Playboy Cardi. So like,
I
I
ain't
feel like
gonna lie, I was a heavy Code fan, bro. When he had like
Yeah.
2 words to his name,
Exactly.
What was it? Just a mystique?
it was. I don't know. It was just like,
bro,
he got,
he never had no aura, bro, ever.
I was like, he got these
Nah,
straps
nah,
on his
he
face.
had
I'm
drip.
like, yo, what's good with
Yeah,
these straps?
he
He
had
talking
no-
about he finna take out Sasuke. I'm like, oh,
He had
snap.
drip. Bro, the Dracula drip. Okay,
bro,
I
we
rock
thought
with it.
he
No,
was
I
that
respect
guy.
it.
We thought he was that guy. And Shinky kind of benefits from the same. He kind of benefit. Imagine we dive into Shinky's character, we find out he got watched by like 10 sand ninjas already. Like, come on, bro.
But I rock with
Yeah,
Shinki in the Urashiki arc. He his role and his dynamic with Boruto was fire. I rock with his character though.
Because he is fighting. If Shinky gets watched by Otsuki member, no one looks at Shinky differently. If Shinky gets
Absolutely
watched
not.
by a Sand Chunin, we looking at him differently.
But like, there's nobody in the sand who can beat Shinki outside of Gara. Maybe. Like, and
You
like
never know.
3 years in the future, I'm pretty sure Shinki's way beyond Gara, bro. Like he's
probably the strongest person.
he knew everything Gara knew in the first tuning exams. Plus, he has a superior Kekkei
with
Genkai.
the stronger sand.
Yeah, so like and then like these growth levels, like that dude's a prodigy. Like there's no shot. Like yeah, I actually think he's way stronger than Gar in TBV. Just his trajectory, but
I don't know about that. I don't know. Gar's trajectory was crazy too. Gar from the end of Shippuden to Boruto, like Oh, that's already like a crazy jump. Like Gar has been progressing.
No, definitely. I just think he may be capped a little bit because I really don't see any like
He
progress
did get folded
beyond.
by Deepa though. Ain't nobody saying nothing. He got folded by Deepa.
Did he get folded by Deep? Oh,
Yeah, I
Shinky.
just thought about it.
You mean Shinky?
Yeah. Remember they were on a joint mission and Deepa folded him, his team, and Team 10.
Yeah, but
That was Shinky. Yeah, Shinky.
I think people
Yeah.
underestimate how powerful Deepa is though. Because I think maybe in the novels it's written that like Sarda and like Boruto together are like Kage level or something like that or whatever in terms of like their power output. You know, I don't even want to use that because that's some shit I heard and didn't confirm myself. So I'll get rid of that. But those two together were definitely tuning level as like academy students pre-Genin. And then they just get like stronger from there, and the two of them get washed by Shinky in the first tuning exams, and then Shinky's
Even with
able to
Boruto
like
cheating.
well when he cheated he won. But yeah. And then he's like scaling to Otsutsuki, like the same dude who's fighting his dad in the desert, like Gara of the desert in the desert, and he's fighting like Rinnegan Sasuke, and then bro's like literally clean, like his white cloak has no dirt on it, like Urashiki was nasty. And then like he's going up against like Shinky, he literally says like I don't need you alive, bro. Like all I need is Boruto to use him as a hostage. Like I don't need you like to get the one tails. And then bro's still like tanking kicks and hits from Urashiki and then like dodging and speed blitzing him. Like Shinky is nasty. And then later on you get Deepa. Deepa is clearly more powerful than Urashiki. Like Deepa's insanely powerful.
Oh, I don't know that yet. We can't just be throwing that out. We can't just be
No,
throwing that.
but that's what I'm saying. If you just look at like where they are in terms of like Boruto hits like Urashiki with a Rinnegan, with a Rasengan. He had his Jogan activated, but you can't tell me what a Jogan does in terms of like power boosting. I haven't seen that yet. I have evidence for it from that arc.
He dodged Momoshiki. That was impressive.
Yeah, but like, do you know that when he dodged, he had it active? Because I'm pretty sure like he dodged and then afterwards you see it.
We didn't really see his eye during the dodge. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right
like,
before.
Or against Momoshiki.
Yeah. Because like when he does like the dodge thing, then you see like he dodges first and then you see the eye. So you could maybe make the implication that he had the eye activated the entire time, but you can't like prove it. But I don't want to get like too, you know, too intricate with the shit. But yeah, but that's all I'm saying. I think Shinky's pretty powerful. Yeah. And I want some of the side characters to be introduced.
I think right now
in a better way. If you hit it a few times, it'll start back working. At least that's how the old TVs work. Just gotta like hit it, like slap it.
My audio started bugging. Hold
on. Bad. I did unless you had another topic, Bar. Maybe we can get to Black's opinions about some of the other stuff like prescience and Karama.
Yeah, that's what we kind of been cutting off Black Uchiha in the middle of his like speech about all the stuff we asked him about. I guess we could just continue on with that. So Karama would be like next up on the list. He's fixing his bike currently, but
yeah. So so I'm working on this. Oh yeah. So what do you think? So what do you think about Karama coming back? Himawari, the battle.
I think so I think the last time I was here was the Jura battle. The last time I spoke, because I remember talking about it. Like, yeah, that was my favorite fight. That is still my favorite fight in the whole TVV. I hope they don't do, because my favorite fight in Naruto Next Generation was Kashin Koji versus Ishiki and Jigen, and that was like very forgettable in the anime. It wasn't trash, but like it was very forgettable in the anime. So, but hands down, my favorite fight, Jura versus Himawari. That fight was too live. I like the Karama introduction, and especially the fact that now his character is gonna be, man. Because I told you, I'm pretty sure the last time I was here, I was telling you I was rewatching Shippuden. Like Karama has he really the Leaf Village, the Shinobi world, owe this man a lot for his service. I mean, despite the destruction over the past few years, thousands of years, but he's been holding it down throughout the story. since the war arc in terms of like just being a pillar, especially, hold on. Especially with the whole idea that Naruto is this whole guy. I mean, like Karama's really a big pillar and a big matter in that aspect. So I like his introduction. I like the fact that they gave it to Himawari because Himawari should have always been an important person in the story because if you're gonna give Naruto 2 kids, his legacy is doubled. So 2 of them have to be doing something great to continue his legacy. So I enjoy that fact. And the fact that she's quote unquote, Jura said she's more close to a Shinju than a Jinchuriki. So it's really going to be interesting. That whole explanation of them being one mind and soul, as much as I did my research and due diligence of Karama and talking about his connection with Naruto, it was always about them joining or, basically being on the same level, like balancing, trying to find the common ground. And once Kurama was cooperating with Naruto, then everything started to soar and progress and get better. And Kurama, in Himawari's case, he's telling her, he's like, yo, like, it's up to you to do what you got to do. Like, at this point, I could just sit here and watch us die, or, it's up to you. So it's real interesting. I don't think they should give her a chakra cloak. If they do, I ain't gonna be like, I ain't gonna be, but I just don't. I think her form as is perfect. The only evolvement or upgrade they should do is however they implement her Byakugan with it. So like if she's healing people, like you see the little chakra forming around them, Sarada's arm or like Inojin's body when she's healing them, that's fine. But as far as like her hair sprouting out to 9 things, her eyes, the whiskers getting dark, yeah, that's fire as is. Her design is fire as is. I rocks with it 100%.
What do you think about any like future power-ups like the Tenseigan, Chakra Cloak through that means?
If she get a chakra cloak through the Tenseigan, I wouldn't mind that. At that point, it might as well just give her Kurama chakra cloak, but the powers would have to be different. You know what I'm saying? Or
you don't want her like to mimic Naruto too.
Yeah, I don't, and I like exactly what they did so far, and then the fact that they still haven't like showcased her using her Byakugan in battle. They still have something to give her, and they can still like Hinata was stated to have the strongest Byakugan in the clan. They could just like her Byakugan naturally is just strong for no reason. Like Kaguya was dissipating people with her Byakugan. All she did was activated, and people were disappearing. Like they could give Himawari a OP based Byakugan if they want to. She already got Karama.
You mean Hinabi? I think Hinabi.
No, Kaguya. I mean, it was in her fillers, so I think in the.
Oh no, I mean like the Hyuga, like the best Byakugan in the Hyuga was like Hinabi, right?
Oh, they said it was Hinabi, or was it Hinata?
Yeah, I think that's why Toneri kidnapped Hinabi because her eyes were like the best eyes. But he wanted he kidnapped Hinabi for her eyes, but he wanted Hinata for like the romance type shit, I guess. But, yeah.
Okay. But but still, they still can make it work in that regard for her.
Yeah, close lineage, auntie, niece type shit.
All that stuff, and then when she's young, they got her blacking out, lock on. So like the secrets behind that, blending it now, she got Kurama's chakra. We seen how far she was able to go with just Kurama's chakra. So you add Kurama's chakra, and then you add her locked on. I'm gonna just say locked on for now. So if they want to give her a cloak with the Tenseigan or just however they want to justify whatever made Himawari snap throughout her childhood and just made her lock in all those years and those certain spurts of moments. So once she's able to get a hold and grasp of that power, I'm looking forward to that definitely. So, and
something new, like a new variant of the Byakugan upgrade.
That would be fire. That would be
Byakugan. I don't know.
I want her Byakugan to be like she got to be able to do something different with it. If they're gonna be gassing it up, basically it has to already going to be able to make her stronger. I don't know. They're going to have to give her like some OP Tenketsu hit, like a 1-punch kill. She's going to have to be 1-punch woman in this show or something like that. I don't know.
Well, the chakra points itself will be OP. Like I know.
That's what.
I know
if she hits you one time and she's able to like with that one hit spread that effect to all of your chakra points throughout the body and shut you down, that would be fire. Like what she did with Naruto.
I think Himawari definitely, just in terms of her presentation, I think the form, like you said, is sick. And right now, I don't want the chakra cloak, like especially not like Naruto, like you said. If it comes by Tenseigan or some other means, a new variant of the Byakugan or some upgraded version like the Rinnegan, then that could be
they would have to explain. Yep.
Yeah, like an external power from Karama, like her Hyuga lineage, Otsutsuki descendant type shit. That would be pretty sick. But I think Himawari, she has so much aura, bro. Like when she was just like doing like just fighting Jura, when she hit him and he kind of like was like he was just standing
Just
still. He didn't
walking
really
up to him
move.
before she even threw the punch. I'm like, yeah, bro,
Yeah,
this
like
shit fire.
she
I
has
do
it.
it.
She has that vibe to her. Like that's the one of the reasons why I said like some Mad Lad shit. But I was like, yo, like I think Boruto TBV should be short than I think they might want to do it, and then maybe make a third Uzumaki trilogy with her as the main character when she's like maybe like 3 years from now or whenever Boruto ends, and she's the main
Boruto dies
character.
at the end, and she's the main character.
I,
She got to carry the
I
legacy.
think that could work. I think that could work.
That would work.
And she has to hold down that legacy, yeah. And then maybe you can explore more of the like sci-fi off-world type shit through her. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're saving like Shibai for that type of story. But I think Himawari, just from seeing her fight Jura, like with Karama's power, that whole dynamic between like the elder Karama with all his wisdom and it's like this young upstart who could use his guidance. I think that could be pretty sick dynamic for its own series. If they had the balls to do it, but I don't think they're going to do it, unfortunately. But yeah, what did you think about? Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, I was about to say, one thing we know for sure. I think Ikimoto is better at writing female characters than Masashi Kishimoto right now. Right?
He's definitely better
So,
at designing them. I don't know about writing, because I think Sakura's stuff with like the Forest of Death was like god tier. Even though people don't like Sakura back then, I think that was like some dope shit where she cuts the hair. She has to like fight the Sound Ninja on her own. I think the fight between Sakura and Ino is actually really well written. It's just not as interesting as Gaara versus Rock Lee, right? So unfortunately, it's like surrounded by so much peak type shit. I think the storyline with the blood with Tsunade and Orochimaru is fantastic. I could keep going, but yeah.
yeah, a lot of early stuff I do agree with that, but I feel like later on when people were really starting to like have the power increase, like Sakura wasn't necessarily in it too much. She was early on when she fought against my guy Sasuke of the Red Sand, elite battle by the way. Shout Grand Chio. But like afterwards, it's like she just popped back up like out of nowhere and just like, hey, I'm as strong as like KCM2 Naruto and like Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan Sakura. It's like, weren't we? Did we literally just have to save you against the Cloud Ninjas like a couple arcs ago? What do you mean you're now as strong as them? I feel like the way they kind of portrayed her power improvement, I feel like it could have been better.
Well, I think for Sarda, the first thing is that later on, you kind of like in hindsight, you understand that Sarda was actually this might sound weird, and I maybe need to go back and look at this, but I'm pretty sure Sarda was more powerful than Sasuke and Naruto at the start of Shippuden. The problem was she was being heavily suppressed because of the Byakugo seal. So if she could have used the Byakugo seal at the start, she probably washes like Sasori, Sasuke, and Boruto relatively easy. If you believe the statement that she's on par with them in the war arc, having not seen her gain any do any training in between the start of Shippuden and that point where she makes that statement.
But see how you had to phrase that? You had to phrase it like, bro, no one was going to know what you was about to say, and some people might even call you out on it. I feel like that's like a function of the writer. Like the writer didn't do.
So you kind of cut out for me. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I feel like the reason why you had to phrase it like how you did, it's because the board writers didn't do like as good of a job like portraying her strength as they should have. Like in regards to like Naruto or Sasuke, even Sasuke, especially when we first seen it, like his aura was something different. Sakura never really seemed like that, and I feel like Ikimoto could kind of like portray a female's aura a lot better than Masashi Kishimoto.
I really don't want to disagree with you, but Sakura. I think Sakura, the portray. How do I say this? How she's viewed around that time is tainted by the fandom's hatred for the character at that time. Now, as the years have gone on, like now everyone's simping for Sakura, but if you recall, it was not always that case. I know you kind of started watching Naruto a little bit later than me, but when like the big three era on YouTube back in the day, shout out to the phrase back in the day, and that was awesome. But yeah, like that era, Bleach, One Piece, blah blah blah. No one likes Sakura, but her portrayal was solid. Like when she's training, or they had like the bell test in Shippuden with her and Naruto versus Kakashi. Like her portrayal was fantastic. Like The whole stuff with Naruto's like, yo, like if I piss her off, she's gonna kill me, like all this stuff. Like she was really good there. The battle with Granny Chio and Sasori, a member of the Akatsuki, like that was pretty damn good stuff. So I think she definitely had some moments. And in my opinion, if you take away Karama and like Naruto's little temper tantrums, her portrayal, just her power in base was way better than Naruto's. Until like maybe Rasen Shuriken training, and then maybe like definitely Sage Mode stuff. But pre Rasen Shuriken training, like nah, bro. Naruto was not. Yeah, no.
The thing, I'm not too much saying like Sakura was fodder. Like that there's an argument. I'm not even trying to make that argument. But to be honest, I don't even believe with that argument. I made a video talking about all the sick moments Sakura had. But I feel like it's just even hypothetically, even if she was like super powerful, that just highlights the dilemmas and how she was written. Like that's all it really does. Like I feel like she could have had way more moments in the mid part of Naruto Shippuden that like when she did actually say, "Hey, I'm equal to Sasuke and Naruto," we could have all collectively agreed. But at that particular point, it was like, "What do you mean you're equal to them?" And that's specifically because we didn't really see much of Sakura through the mid part of Naruto Shippuden, where she was portrayed as that. And to be honest, if she was that strong, like at that point, like to be honest, they could have done a lot more with her. Like they were fighting against Akatsuki members that she could have possibly taken down. They were fighting against like other members, like not even Akatsuki, just like tailed beasts that she could have had a much bigger role in. Like I feel like they just didn't really utilize her. So I feel like Masashi Kishimoto, in my personal opinion, was probably a big reason as to why they didn't necessarily utilize her. They talked about how he's not necessarily the best at portraying them. I feel like Ikimoto would have probably had Sakura in a lot more situations back in Naruto Shippuden if he was writing.
I think potentially, but I think maybe like one of the more like broader issues. Oh, is Kiddo Maki in the call? What's up, bro? If you are here, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, what's up?
Let me cut your mic up a little bit. Okay. Well, okay. I'm not trying to be disagreeable, but I just want to say I do think that one of the major issues is that like Kishimoto didn't have a lot of his side characters in Shippuden prominently featured in comparison to his main cast, like Kakashi, even I always come Tendo, but Yamato. Shout out to my girl from One Piece. Pay respects to the real Yamato. But yeah, even comparison to like Naruto Yamato or like Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke, like yeah, Sakura wasn't really featured, but like her status as like one of the side characters, like a Neji or whatever, which is what she was relegated to for reasons, I suppose, at some point. Yeah, I think she was fine. I think it was good. I think she had a decent portrayal at the start, definitely better than base Naruto pre Rasen Shuriken, like I said. I think Ikimoto is way better with his character designs. He makes the characters look more modern. They're definitely like more like drippier, more swaggy, to a degree. I like Naruto the last drip, and like Sasuke was ridiculous, like in the last. Yeah. So Kishimoto definitely cooks. Just he has his own like little style. But yeah, no. In terms of writing, I guess maybe my problem is like thinking Ikimoto can do anything better than Kishimoto in terms of writing. Like that's a bitter pill to swallow for me.
No, I see what you mean. I feel comfortable about saying the female thing because Masashi Kishimoto came out and openly said like he has troubles with that. So like I in my personal opinion, I just feel like that's like one of the only blemishes on like his resume. But outside,
I can respect that.
He's up there with the DBZ writer.
Yeah, I was just recently watching some of the Pain stuff, his like backstory for this video I'm working on, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Bro, with a tear in my eye. Okay, shout out to my boy Ric Flair. It was just so fucking good. Like the writing, like it's just ridiculous. Like, cause I was always thinking like, yo, like Pain's. Sorry, I'm kind of branching up to a different topic a little bit, but like, we can get back on course after my little tangent. But I was always like, Pain accepting Naruto's answer, given what the answer was, seemed a little lackluster to me. It seemed a little. I feel like he could have said something a little bit better that you would have believed. But then, like rewatching it through a different lens, I completely understand now. Like it's not like it went over my head like before years ago when I first watched it. I 100 basically like Nagato's having a conversation with his younger self. like, yeah, it's Naruto, but like Naruto is just a reflection of him, and how like Naruto's answer was like, I don't know how to do the thing I want to do, but I just know that it's possible. I believe it's possible to do the thing I want to do. As long as I believe in the possibility, right? Then that's my answer. I believe that I can do it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I believe that I can do it. And then Pain's like, yo, I lost that belief. So like, even though he had an answer, it was destined to fail because he didn't even believe that peace was attainable anymore. And so when like Naruto echoes his words back to him, the same words that Nagato spoke to Jiraiya when he's a kid, the same words that are in Jiraiya's book, like it all just came together. It was like fucking fantastic. So it's so funny that you bring up like the writing thing with like the female characters. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a bitter pill for me to swallow that anybody, like not anybody, but like I was even thinking like Akira Toriyama, rest in peace, fantastic writer. I think honestly, like legitimately from a writing standpoint, like Kishimoto surpassed him. Like it's not even a question to me anymore. Like yeah.
It's possible. It's possible. I would say the only thing I didn't like about Pain was that justification. Like I understand it, but I don't rock with it. It's like I feel like Pain kind of talked about something kind of similar earlier on in the arc, where Naruto was kind of giving him his idealistic futures, and Pain kind of said he said something along the lines of, "You think like a boy, I'm a god." I kind of thought of like one of the toughest saying. I thought he was going to say I'm a man, but he skipped man. He said I'm a god. So I was like, oh shit. But I thought that could have been like another moment where he just says that, but he didn't. But I kind of understand the justification though. I do. Like it's like he does have like Naruto being he has like the best future in mind, whereas like Pain doesn't necessarily have that. And since he does have like the hope for it, or Naruto, he still has the hope and belief for it. Like that is like the best way forward, and Pain doesn't necessarily have that. So I do kind of get it, but I still wish my God, Pain kept saying that quote though. To be honest,
Yeah, no, it's definitely a hard line. One of those like Madara Uchiha lines, like
yeah.
just one of those great one-liners. Probably the best in the series outside of like maybe my boy Obito. But you know, I completely understand because I felt like that for years. I was like, what a lackluster like outcome. Like I just expected a little bit more.
Yeah,
yeah.
The biggest justification I didn't necessarily like was Obito, and I know a lot of people disagree. Some people believe that hey, Obito was doing things for the right reason, bro. I think he was doing things for a bop. I don't know what he was thinking, bro. He started a whole war over a female. Like I don't get it, bro. I don't know, bro.
No, it was see, bro. Okay, now we're getting into it. Okay, okay, we can cook. We can cook a little bit. We can cook a little bit. Okay, I still got a little Chris Skull left. Okay, we can fry up something nice. Listen, it wasn't over a girl. Okay, that was kind of like, you know, a part of it. It's really it's really the world that produced the result that happened to that girl that he wants to change, right? So yeah, it's the girl. Sure, that's fair to say, but like underneath that is like, yo, it's like my problem with Superman. Like you got all this power, you're a sun god, you zipping around fighting the villain of the week. Why don't you try to change some societal issues? Or like Bruce Wayne, stop jumping off rooftops and use your billions of dollars to like build some infrastructure in Gotham, or maybe create some like, I don't know, work program with your money. Like do something a little bit more beneficial than punching the Joker in his face every I don't know, month or two when he escapes Arkham. Like something like that. Like I think that's good. I think that's probably like the underlying goal of Obito. And this video I'm working on is kind of exploring the morality of Boruto and his choices. And that's the reason why I was watching that Pain thing, because I wanted to use Naruto. I know some Boruto like the Boruto character fans, which I include myself as one of them, will disagree. I watched the anime, okay? I don't just read the manga. But Naruto's a superior character to Boruto in every conceivable way, outside of maybe like the drip. Like I think Boruto's drippy as fuck, and swords are always cool. So good luck with that. But Naruto's just he's such a great. Like the Pain stuff was, bro. Just rewatching that the last 2 days, like Kishimoto was in his motherfucking bag, like the fries at the bottom. Like bro was great. He was so that was his peak to me. Like he peaked out there. But yeah, I think it's interesting. Those dynamics for sure. But kiddo, hi, welcome. I think Free Game said that you wanted to hop in. Did you have any comments or any topics of discussion that you wanted to broach?
Hey man, what's up? I'm not sure. You guys are talking about pain in Naruto?
We were
Pain,
kind of talking about
Naruto,
Boruto right before that.
yeah, the Thorn Soul, Karama, Chapter 13, Chapter 14, the leaks
Yeah.
with Sarada or Sakura. Yeah.
With the Boruto,
Oh.
one of the things we were talking about. Why do you think Jura didn't kill Boruto at that moment? Yes, we can.
Oh, that one. That's interesting because I'm currently working on a video on that one. But it's it could be multiple things. Like when someone says divine intervention, we use it in real life as well. Sometimes you have religious people. They literally mean divine intervention, but sometimes you're just being a bit is it what facetious? I think is that the word? I don't know if that's the word. But you're just like using it loosely. And you don't literally mean like a god is intervening, right? Oh, you just mean
Yeah.
that person is lucky,
The figure of speech, yeah.
Yeah. And then you have like the literal meaning, which people also use. So it depends. Jura, this isn't the first time Jura did it. He did it in chapter 4. He didn't say divine intervention, but he said Boruto was lucky. But in that case, he blamed it on them awakening self-awareness. So it's like, yeah, like I could have killed you, I could have, consumed you, but I'm not going to. And that's because I'm focused on something else. So you're lucky, but your destiny is still, the same. You're going to get, devoured eventually. So then, he's back here again, Mamushi intervened and kind of, swayed him. Now, I don't think he could have still sniped Boruto. I think, he could have done it quickly, but I think he didn't want to. And it's more so due to his curiosity. So, and it goes back to again what happened in chapter 4, then it happened here again. So he's curious as to why every time he's about to kill Boruto, like there's something that stops him in a sense, because the first time he didn't want to evolve into a god tree. So that's what prevented him from killing Boruto. And now it's Mamushi. So he's curious as to why Boruto, these coincidences keeps on happening. So that's why he didn't kill him. He didn't need to go back to revive Hidari. He could have just sent, as seen in the chapter itself, like he didn't need to be there. He could have just had, what's her name, Matsuri or the Bokushinju do it for him, but he wanted to go. So yeah, I think it's just like he's curious about what's going on with Boruto specifically.
Okay.
So, wait, why didn't he just snipe him? I'm confused.
Because he's curious. Okay, you have to remember, like Jiro is he wants to know why things work the way they do. He was born yesterday, so it's the same thing with Inojin. He's like, is this what was the word he used again? Is this
Aesthetics.
I don't aesthetics? He's trying to understand the world itself. As I mentioned, like he's curious as to why every time he tries to, Boruto is about to die. Basically, like something comes up that prevents it. It's like he's just curious as to why. So he's like saying, is this divine intervention? That's why I
When
don't think he couldn't kill him. He could have,
That,
but I think he's interested. He finds Boruto interesting, especially since he knows about the Thorn Soul and all that stuff. So I think that's what's happening.
that'll probably lead him to Kashin Koji, right? Because I remember earlier in the last chapter, Kashin Koji pretty much said that his ability is a good way for Boruto to not walk himself into traps. I'm guessing a way that Boruto has that quote unquote divine intervention is just Kashin Koji telling Boruto the situations he shouldn't be in. Right? That could be that.
In a sense, but I don't think that helped him in this case. Even in like chapter 4, it had nothing to do with prescience. It's literally just Jura not wanting to evolve into a divine tree. He wanted to remain a Shinju for a bit longer, and that's why Boruto wasn't devoured. He didn't even get involved in the fight. He allowed him to leave. And then even here, it wasn't prescience that saved Boruto. Like Boruto was like he literally could have died. Kashin Koji, whatever Kashin Koji saw, couldn't have prevented it. But Jura again spared him, because he's curious. Because when he was about to kill him, Mamushi popped out at that very moment. It's a coincidence, and he's curious about why these coincidences, keeps on happening. So I
when
think that's why.
when do you think his curiosity began? in this context.
in
About like
for Boruto.
well, for not killing Boruto, or sorry. So you're saying he's curious. I guess I'm because he attempted to kill Boruto first, and then he got
Mhm.
interrupted, and then after that, did the curiosity then kick in?
Yeah, I think it was there before, but it's like it's like you're building. It's building. Things keep on happening, and then so it's the thing that happened in chapter 4. It's more so his doing, right? But there's a reason why Boruto lived, right? And it's not a normal reason, right? What's happening to them is in a it's kind of weird, what's happening to Shinji. It hasn't happened before to our knowledge. So it's like crazy things keep on happening. I guess you wouldn't call the Momushi thing something crazy, but it's a coincidence that happened at a very specific moment that saved Boruto's life, right? And he's like, "Yo, Boruto is lucky," and he says the same thing again. "You're a lucky man," which he said in chapter 4. So I think that's what they're implying, that Jura is curious as to why Boruto is lucky, and also he's curious about why Boruto knows what he knows. Now, they did reveal that he's working with someone. I don't think they found that person as yet. So I think Jura is still curious about Boruto. He could have killed him if he wanted to, sniped him and left. That's very obvious. So that the answer couldn't be that he couldn't kill him. So we can just strike that off the list. So there has to be another reason. I think it's his curiosity. I think that's the case.
Could be. Well, just to give my answer that I already said, I think it's possible that he wants to like save energy because the whatever ritual he was doing to get Hidari back maybe took some of his power, and one of the things that, and the attack with Boruto, I'm pretty sure he needed like full power to do that again.
I mean, he already charged the ability, so it was already ready to fire, and then he retracted it. And even when he went to the dimension, he didn't he didn't even touch anything. Like they just like used the telekinesis to move the flower onto the cube, and then the tree healed him. It's the same thing that happened when Hidari went there in chapter 10 or 11, and it just healed him. And then, Matsuri did the same thing herself without Jura. He didn't do anything. So that was just Matsuri moving the other thorn soul to the thing that created another Shinju. So I don't know if the energy thing is really why.
Yeah, he could
Could
have he could have killed him by different means. Like he just walked over there or flew over there or went or teleported over there, grabbed him by the throat and like snapped his neck, or like he didn't have to use the energy beam thing. Like there's
I don't
if
think
he
that-
wanted
I don't
Boruto
think
dead,
that.
there's nothing that would on that
Yeah,
earth that would have stopped that from
exactly.
occurring. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nah,
that's why
I
I
think
think
it's
that can't
possible.
be the answer. So I think that's why I think
Nah.
like him not being able to kill Boruto cannot be the answer. It just doesn't make sense because he's obviously able to do so. Like even he could have even had another Shinju do it. Like there's so many possibilities there. Like he doesn't need to leave. Like I don't see any reason why he couldn't have killed him. I think it's
Like
really just up to him deciding
w-
not to kill him.
give it to Bug, who's like just hand the bulb to Bug and let them handle it, and then you just fly over there and handle business. Who's stopping you, Kawaki?
See, here's the thing. I'm perfectly fine with the idea that the reason he didn't kill Boruto wasn't because of his energy. But yeah, I'm making it sound too. But you're not killing Boruto that easily. All due respect, Bug is not
Bro,
killing
he
Boruto.
literally
He's not
fell
just flying over
unconscious,
and
man.
killing
He's
Wait,
Boruto.
not moving.
hold on.
He can't even move.
Bug already beat Boruto. He beat Boruto.
But
I've
I
already
don't think he beat Boruto.
we've had this he literally beat like
Boruto's really good
Boruto
stuff.
ran to Code and was like, "Help me." They had a 1v1
Well,
fight.
because
There were
because
no
there were because
nope,
there's
nope.
multiple tree grind.
There weren't.
Also, I want to talk about that too.
There
We'll
weren't.
talk about that after we finish this conversation. But
Well,
yeah,
I'm just saying at the time it was the only Shinju that was revealed was Bug. That was it. There was no Jiraiya, Mitsari, Hirari, nothing. It was just Bug. Bug initiated the fight with Boruto, and
but
Boruto
no,
fought him, and then like he used like the little Pikachu Thunderbolt technique. Bro tanked it. He teleported too cold. Rescinded Uzuhiko was like, "Bro, help me." Like that's an
but
L.
but I'm pretty sure Boruto knew because Koji at that time he already knew about all the other people that were there, and he pretty much said, "Hey, if the God tree isn't there, you're screwed already." So I'm pretty sure he was like, "Your code kind of helped me against." I'm pretty sure he knew it wasn't just bug
all,
at that
all I
given moment.
all I know is that he knew about Jura from chapter 13, but I don't know like when specifically he knew Jura would come about. I can't like make that claim. And then when he's fighting Bug in that chapter, I think 4 or whatever, I don't know what he knew. So I agree. It's possible that he knew, but just based upon like what I know for a fact, I can't say that he knew that. It was just like one dude versus one dude, and then Boruto ran from that dude and asked for help. Like if you don't think that's an L, then like we can. That's fine, but like I think that's an L for sure.
No,
And to be
feel
fair,
like
so real quick, I think I think Boruto would probably either stalemate or lose to all the Shinju individually without Uzuhiko. Like I think Uzuhiko catapults Boruto to a different tier of power. Just in like I think he either stalemates with Code or loses to Code in a fight without Uzuhiko easily.
yeah, I think that's where our disagreement stems, because I don't think Boruto loses to anybody except probably Jura. I feel like that's that. And even Jura, if he flies over there to fight against Boruto, I doubt he isn't tapping into like his actual power source to beat Boruto. I don't think that's possible.
Okay.
It's like so I think it's definitely likely, or I could definitely see a likelihood of Jura delaying Boruto's death not being because he needs to conserve energy. But like I don't think people really killing Boruto like that. But one of the main reasons why I did talk about the possibility of him needing to like conserve energy, they're kind of using the people that are alive as like chakra sources. Like they're not killing them because I'm pretty sure they're like infinite chakra sources. As soon as you like take 50% of that chakra, their body naturally is likely to regain chakra. It's like they're keeping them alive for that. But like there has to be like a finite pool of chakra that's there. It's not like infinite.
I would say certainly finite. There seems to be something more than just their chakra though, because Bug was a guy, as far as I know. Like he wasn't anything, he was just some dude. So I don't know how the Bug Shinju is even able to like react to Boruto's attack. Even if you think Boruto's way stronger than Bug or whatever the case may be, right? The fact that he's like even able to block, react, like not get perception blitzed, like Bug, like the guy, nah, bro. Like it has to be something else. Like how much chakra does Bug the guy have that Mamushi's like siphoning? There has to be something else happening there. But I don't disagree that it's finite for sure.
Yeah.
Because if it's infinite,
Another
infinite chakra, what?
Yeah, in fact, another thing I do have to admit, because I know I'm probably gonna forget this, so I don't mention it now. We got to reevaluate the first L Kawaki did take against that claw grind with a Rinnegan. They talked about it being stronger than all the regular claw grinds, and we now know that these quote unquote Shinju claw grind figures could be stronger than Boruto. Like so, like we got to reevaluate that L my guy Kawaki took early on.
Wait.
I mean,
But it's not even a
I mean,
Shinju. It's just a claw ground with a Rinnegan.
I mean,
Oh, but they did funnel more chakra into that specific claw grind. So
But
we never really
is
could get that strong. We thought they were all fodder. Nah,
Mhm.
man, some of them stronger than Ishiki.
well,
You never know.
the problem is the
what?
Grimes have a low starting point. It's the same thing as I told Black. Like the Grimes have like a low start. Like they're fighting like base Chocho, and she's like low. Albeit, I know the memes are Chocho's dog shit. Base Chocho is like an elite shinobi in Konoha. Like for a ninja standards, like she's very powerful. So yeah, like they're like less than base Chocho, right? And then like if you say they added more chakra because of the Rinnegan, whatever, I don't disagree. It's just like you can't quantify it, and it's certainly not Shinju
Yeah,
levels.
but
So it's
if
somewhere
that's
in
even more
between.
reason. But the fact we can't quantify it should be more reason we can't just prescribe an L to Kawaki there. That claw grind could be legitimately stronger than Ishiki. We don't know. That's what
I
I'm saying.
mean,
So we got to
could.
reevaluate that L. That's all I'm saying, partner. I ain't saying we got to take it away. I'm saying it needs to be under evaluation. We need a
mean,
VAR
I
check,
mean,
bro.
listen, it's fine. It's still an L,
Shikadai.
but it's fine. We'll
I
reevaluate.
mean, okay.
Hey, this is a nice L, but it's still an L. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yo, a couple of things because we were talking about Koji. I kind of rewatched or reread, I guess, the TPV manga. Some stuff he said was kind of interesting. He says if Boruto's Karma Seal comes over him, he's gonna lose control. I guess that's more of like a confirmation now that Boruto like can't use the Karma Seal.
When did he say that? That was 13?
He said that when he was about to fight against Kawaki, one of the toads says, "This is bad. The karma is resonating. Boruto, you need to leave now. Put distance between you, or you're gonna lose control."
I think I
So
remember that. Yeah.
basically,
Okay.
yeah. So basically, saying he's gonna lose control of the core if the karma still takes over.
Mm. So what do you think? What do you think that how, what like how is that? Like where you like
Well,
is that the where you going with it? Like you
no.
think
Well,
Momo
my
you
thing
think
was
Momo
we
did
were
something
kind
in
of
the time skip?
well, no. I have a more of a longer thing that Kajin Koji said, but like
Mhm.
we kind of believed that this was going to be the case, but now I believe that Kajin Koji kind of confirmed it. For sure can't use the karma seal, and if he does use it, Momoshiki is for sure going to take over. So the thoughts of Momoshiki and Boruto potentially still be or kind of being on good terms, I guess that's completely to the wayside. Another thing is the fact that Boruto tried to get then this is why I kind of want to bring this up. Boruto tried to get Code to work with him. Do y'all think it's possible that Kashi and Koji saw a future where they are a duo?
Well, my answer has to be yes, because multiverse. So infinite possibilities. If it's possible to occur, it has to occur. The law of large numbers. Yeah. So
Eh,
absolutely yes.
I do want to ask y'all too, but that this made me think almost for certain that Code and Boruto is going to work together in the future.
Yeah. It just depends on if we're going to see it from the perspective of the series that we're viewing, but just from like conceptually, just how things been explained, and yeah, it has to happen. That's a possibility that has to occur. But will it occur in the canon mainline story? Probably not. I don't know. I'm not like saying it won't, but like I wouldn't put it past them if like they did team up. I mean, hell, Boruto was open to it. You know, like he was begging old boy for help. I'm sorry, I know people don't like when I say he was begging Code to help fight Bug. He was asking Code to help him fight Bug. So yeah.
Yeah. What you think, Hidemaki? You think they'll work together in the future?
It is a possibility. I guess not everything we I guess um it is possible, both in a sense that it could be a possible future that Koji saw, but it's also possible in a sense that um Boruto is more so like Naruto is a bit naive. So he could have just thought that, it's the same thing like in the village when, he went there, is like, Kawaki, yo, we have a common enemy, let's work together, It could be just a similar thing. Oh yeah, they're gonna devour both of us, we're gonna die. And he's like, yo, help me. And he didn't, so it could be that, or it could also be that he did Koji did see a possible future where it did happen. Either one could be possible. So yeah, maybe.
Okay.
See what you.
Bart, real quick, if you can you check to make sure everything's just good with the cloud? Maybe make sure that they aren't like, hey, we can't hear you or something like that. I don't know. Just doing my due diligence.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah. Black, did
Yeah,
you
Black, what you
were
got,
you
Black?
listening this entire time? Or you
I
a new
was
topic
hearing
you want to
like,
bring up?
damn, what was the question? What was the question?
My
Oh, what's it called? I was basically saying I kind of rewatched or reread Boruto TVV, so I'm looking at a lot of things that Kashin Koji said, or at least the actions of Boruto. I'm taking them to heart a little bit more. Boruto, or the most recent one I talked about, Boruto pretty much tried to get Code to work with him in like the first or second chapter, even so a little bit in the third chapter, right before Code dipped out, I think. Do you think that could be like a sign that they'll work together in the future? Because it could be like a future that Kashin Koji saw.
Mm, I think it would be interesting for them to work together in a sense, but they would have to make it work for Code's character because at this point, he was built up to be the big bad, and I know the interview recently admitted that like Cole was supposed to be killed off and they didn't, so they got to have a bigger reason for him. But right now, he don't feel like justified enough to even be like the end game villain or like the last villain. So other than that, I think it would be an interesting way to find out if he and Boruto can fight together. I mean, he asked Boruto asked him that one time when he was getting jumped, and Cole just dipped. So I don't know. Cole gonna have to do a lot of mentally growing up for him to want to work with Boruto. I feel like they should make his character antagonistic, like to the whole thing. Like just pull up every time he shows up, he's messing up things, not just for the Boruto side and the Konoha side, but the Shinju side, he just like everybody wants to kill Code. I feel like they could do justice with his character like that. Like everybody wants to kill Code because he's just annoying, but they can't.
I don't think it's possible to ever do justice with that character. It's over for that character.
Especially with the release. That's what I'm saying. At this point, especially with the release, it was a walking meme at that point. Like he was supposed to die, but we kept him alive.
Right.
Like, what you think people was gonna say about that? Like, come on, bro.
You know what's so, bro?
Yeah.
Now that you bring up that whole like interview shit, that interview was so poorly done. Like, just the questions asked, I suppose, are fine. But
I'm
the
like,
an-
who's asking these questions, bro?
Well,
Like,
it-
you get
well,
one or two good, okay questions, and it's
well, for
just
me,
nonsense questions.
the questions aren't like great, but they're not like the problem. The problem are the answers. The answers are
They're
like
very simple.
they contradict each other. Like Himawari says one thing, and then like oh boy would say Kishimoto say another thing, and maybe that's just like something I heard. Maybe I didn't need to go like read some more transcripts. I don't fucking know, but like the answers just seem weird. Like the code thing. Like why would you ever say that? Like what utility did you think would come about from that? Like it's just gonna make the character
Trolling.
be viewed in a worse
Like,
light, or like the
was
stuff
it
like
Ishimoto
Kishimoto.
that said it, or was it Kishimoto that admitted that?
I don't even remember. I don't know.
Like looking over to some of the answers that I saw from both of them, it's like you can tell Ikimoto. I mean, they both like of the older class, but you can tell Ikimoto is more of the younger generation, and Kishimoto was just like they was probably like, bro, it's been 5 years. You gotta go do this interview. We gonna stop bugging you after this. I swear. So he was like,
It's
all right, let's just go.
it's like they didn't get the questions beforehand, maybe, and they're like, or certainly they didn't
I
coordinate
doubt it.
their answers.
They
But
definitely didn't get the questions
they didn't do like
beforehand.
a pre-run before they did the actual thing. It
And
just
then, like you
felt
said, they're
weird.
contradicting. I think there was a part where Kishimoto had to recant, not really recant what he said, but like he had to piggyback off of what he said because of what Kishimoto said. He was like, nah, I enjoy drawing manga though. Don't let me scare y'all or something like that because of what he had answered previously or something. And Kishimoto was like, nah. Don't listen to what he's saying. It's a fun job still.
Yeah, and it's interesting. And you know what? To be fair, I'm going off of secondhand knowledge. Maybe I just need to read the transcripts myself, which won't
I've
happen.
been looking for
but,
him.
yeah.
Where is it?
I have no
I've been
clue.
looking for him.
Them things are with the One Piece, bro. They've yet to be found. We know it's there, but they don't. They
The
ain't
One
tried it
Piece
yet.
is real, but yeah, where is it?
The
Only
tweets
the
we were
dead
looking
know.
off of that one
I
podcast, they're
remember I
all
was
deleted
messaging
too.
Free
Like,
Game. I'm like, yo, do you have a link to the interview, Free Game? And I'm like, bro, I've been looking for this for a week. Like for the last few days, I've been seeing it online.
bro,
There's
they
a few
do.
people you can follow who are like really into it. But I haven't really been into like the Boruto stuff for months, so I don't even bother. But if I wanted to find them, I could. It wouldn't be an issue. I could just hit a few people up on Discord. They'll tell me. But hell, bro, we're Naruto explain. Let me see if you want to hop on real quick. He gonna say no, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Oh, let's go. I did have a super chat I want to read out. This could be like a decent topic. My God, Lord Shadow Hokage, he says a YouTuber had a good theory about when Team 7 fought Boro. Mitsuki injected Boruto, Kawaki, and Sarada with Shibai cells from Boro to withstand the virus. I'm pretty sure he's talking about when he was looking for like one of the antidotes to his poison. That's a fact.
Can you repeat
That could be the case. He says a YouTuber had a good theory about when Team 7 fought Boro. Mitsuki injected Boruto, Kawaki, and Sarada with Shibai cells from Boro to withstand his virus. You remember that? This is when Team 7 fought against Boro, and then my God, Boro had like the virus that was getting everybody messed up, and Mitsuki had like the antidote, and Boro's blood was a part of that antidote. So, assuming Shibai cell was in Boro's blood, Shibai cell should be like in everybody.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's an interesting theory, I guess.
That would be interesting. That would be a good way to explain. Like maybe it could be a way like that awakens maybe some latent Shibai cells in Kawaki, because I know people have been trying to find ways to give Boruto Shibai cells. I ain't gonna say I wasn't a fan of it, but I just never really cared for that idea of Boruto's connection to Shibai in terms of him having cells. But I think that'd be a good way to explain Kawaki, because I see a lot of strong opinions about Kawaki unlocking some more Shibai cell ability. Yes.
Yeah, my only thing, I think the theory is, well, I don't know what it is, a theory or just a statement. I don't fucking know, but it sounds cool. That's fine. They're not gonna do it. That's really my only issue. Is just like
well,
that's cool, but just their track record, they're not gonna do the cool thing. They're just
I
gonna.
would yeah, I would agree with you, but they did kind of open the door to that in the last chapter where Kashin Koji had like one of the Shibai awakenings or divine art awakenings later on in his life. So that could be like opening the door to one of Boruto, Mitsuki, or Sarada opening like a divine art later on in life, potentially close to like a near death experience or something like that.
I mean, it just seems like I mean, look, I don't know. I don't want to be dismissive to it. Just number one, like I don't like this idea of like Shibai being like the guy who has like he's just a bag full of like goodies. We can just dig in the bag and like you get a Reese's, you get a Snickers, you get a fucking Three Musketeers. It's like, bro, this fucking dude has every fucking thing. Like, and then like if you want somebody to have a power, give that. They didn't even do that with Hashirama cells. Like, I mean, I guess, but it's that. Like Shibai is just like some kind of like I don't know if MacGuffin is the right word. I don't know, but like he's just some like literary tool to just hand out powers in a very like kind of cheap, unearned way, in my opinion. And then also, I would hope the process for transferring cells isn't as simple as just that. Like, I don't know, but that's just my thoughts on it. But yeah, was that a super chat you said?
Yeah, super chat. Shout out my guy Lord Shadow Hokage. I got another one real quick just to throw it in there. My guy Alex Alexander, follow super chat. He says, if you had to pick a master to train under between Kakashi or Piccolo, who are you choosing?
Fuck. Yo, bro, pick my two favorite characters from two different series. That's nasty fucking work. That's nasty work. Bro did that on purpose, bro.
If I go,
pick Piccolo, bro, that's crazy.
Bro, if I'm training Rock Lee, I might have him go train with Piccolo. I'd say Kakashi just because he has over 1,000 jutsus to learn from.
Bullshit.
That'll probably be like
so
the best thing.
My only thing,
like the best thing.
Because my hesitance was if I'm thinking of like if I'm worthy enough to even be trained by like fucking Piccolo Daimao, okay, like the offspring, like I gotta be like Dragon Ball tiers of power. I can't even be a Naruto character, bro. Like Piccolo ain't training a fucking Naruto character. Like what can his training even yield from a Naruto character, bro? Like so. Like bro's gonna throw a punch and they're just gonna die. It's like dodge. Why can't you dodge? Bro, I'm not fast enough. Fuck you. Like leave me alone.
Exactly, bro. Like, what is Piccolo gonna teach you, bro? Piccolo, like, bro is gonna just say, "Yo, get strong, get strong."
He's just gonna abuse you.
Get strong. I'm like, bro, like,
bro, Goten can teach you how to fly, bro. You talk Videl,
yeah, like it's so basic, bro. Like,
but Kakashi can't. That's
the real stuff, bro. Kakashi will teach you your ninja way, bro, and he'll teach you very like minute things, very like everyday life things you need to build you up as a person, bro. You know, he'll teach you like 1,000 jutsus and. Like
fried fish.
It's very technical, but
fried fish.
yeah, it's fun.
But like, yo, bro, Piccolo is just gonna like Piccolo is gonna throw you in front of a dragon or a dinosaur and say, "Yo, survive." Like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, well, like your foundation needs to be something very specific to get any results from Piccolo. Like Gohan was already like nasty as a prodigy, and then his daughter's like a nasty ass prodigy too. Like Pan, he's training Pan right now. Like she's obviously like god tier, like flying as a baby, fucking like running around the world multiple times. Like Pan's ridiculous. Who knows how they write her in the future? Hopefully well. I'm looking forward to her and Oob. But this is definitely Kakashi. If I'm a Dragon Ball character, I probably would want to be trained. I mean, I guess Goku would give you the best training. Goku, Vegeta give you some great training because Vegeta trained with like Whis. He trained with fucking what's the dog guy? Beerus. He trained with the Yardrats.
Dog guy.
Yeah, well, cat guy, cat dog. What? He looked like a little dog to me, or I guess he's a cat. He trained with the Yardrats, so he knows about like spirit fission and he can like defuse people. Like these are great masters. Like master fucking Roshi. I would start with Roshi before I ever go to Piccolo, bro. Like at least he'll have you like do some weight training and lately honestly, bro, I think half the people in like Naruto wouldn't even be able to get done like do Master Roshi's training, bro.
I
Like
don't
just
know about that.
move the stone
Carrying
type
milk.
shit. Like have them know you got the strength to move the rock Krillin and like Goku were moving. That giant ass fucking stone when they were wearing like the fucking I don't even think they ran to get milk yet up the fucking steps. Like Kiba's not moving that fucking stone, bro. Sage Mode, Naruto, maybe Sakura. That's probably it, but yeah.
I
Thank
mean,
you
it
for sharing
depends.
our
Like
survival.
you had a Sasuke in part one, lifting big ass rocks, man. When Naruto slammed him into that mountain.
Was he?
So it's inconsistent. I mean, the entire mountain collapsed on him, so he had to lift something.
Maybe. Okay, we'll get them past Master Roshi training, and then we'll get them to Corrin's training. Well, Corrin's training kind of mid. Then we'll get them to like Kame's training. So good luck with that. And then King Kai, I mean, my God, help you. Okay, 10 times gravity, like they'll die. Like their fucking lungs and shit will collapse. But yeah.
I just realized that Naruto characters are very strong, bro. Like they're not human. Not I
They're
mean like
not at all.
I mean they're superhuman in base. It's crazy. Maybe if you really think about it. Like the things they're able to do. Like Naruto, I saw this clip. I didn't watch it but of course Naruto is kind of special in a sense. But he was like outrunning a train. Like that shit was crazy.
Oh, fuck. The first movie? Yeah, that's one of my
Yeah,
favorite scenes from the
bro.
first movie.
What is bro? Like bro is outrunning a train, bro.
But it's funny
How?
because like even in doing that, bro had Karama's powers were like seeping out as he was like
No,
running
it wasn't because I looked at it.
from the movie.
I feel like I feel like it was more so the breeze that was distorting his face when he sped up. I didn't see the Kurama eyes or anything. Like and then he didn't have it afterwards. I feel like it's just the breeze because he started to run. And he's like, what was he saying again? Come on,
Yeah,
come
but
on, come on, come on, or
when he
something
had
like
that
that. And then
girl on
the
his back,
breeze, yeah, and the breeze started to blow, and then you saw his cheeks expand, and you started to see his teeth and stuff. I don't think it was Kurama. I think he just like,
I'm
ninja
pulling it up.
way. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying though. Like when they say like he loses. Oh, Karama's gone. You lost your superhuman strength. I'm like, bitch, please. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Bro's fine. Like, he may have lost like the top tiers of his superhuman strength or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
for
definitely
sure.
Karama, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna send you a clip. Bro's like his whiskers get all rough, his hair get all spiky. At 22 seconds, I'll send it to you. But no, but your point still stands. Like the fact that he was even able to like do it in base before Karama's shit started kicking in.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I get what you're saying though, because like once it's done, it's like gone. Like once he gets towards the end of the tunnel, I don't see it anymore. But like it's like at 22 seconds, I see it. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, yeah, even if you pause it, like look at pause it at exactly 22, right? His eyes, it's still blue. And the whiskers, they're still the same. It's just that his face is sunken in because the breeze. And he doesn't even have the teeth or anything. It's just the breeze that he's picking up that's pushing his hair and his face back,
I feel
Like
like
if you just slow it down.
I agree with you. Only thing I do see is the whiskers are definitely more defined. But but hey, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, but yeah,
It's the first
but
movie, so I don't.
yeah,
Yeah,
he was like running before this. It's not like it matters.
yeah,
It
yeah,
matters, so
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, then you have Obito dying to a rock, so yeah.
Off guarded by a rock. What do you think about that, Bar? Your boy Boruto getting off guarded. Dropped his guard in battle, okay?
Well,
Not
when was this?
technically. Not
When did
technically.
he
This
get
when he
off
got
guarded by that
sniped.
rock again?
This when he got sniped. It's like
Oh yeah.
it's like when Goku got sniped by like a common ray gun from a freezer, a Frieza super soldier. Bro wasn't even a super soldier. He was a common guy. He was just like an attendant. Bro just shot him with a ray gun.
I'm pretty sure someone got hit with a rock in like
And then they
Boruto
retconned
one
it.
anime. Yeah, and it looked like it hurt. And then I
What
think it was
Goku did.
I think Kawaki probably got one shot.
Bro, that shit is so inconsistent, bro. Boruto used the Rasengan. And you had this small rock. I think it's like the size of a regular like office chair or something, and he only blew off like the tiny tip at the top.
Yep.
I'm like, bro. What
Like
is this?
when he's training the deep art with Kakashi, like Kakashi just
Yeah.
dogging this dude's like, yeah, you don't have a lot of chakra, you can't make big Rasengans. You gotta. So that's the only reason why the compression was even like the conclusion, because like bro's chakra was dog shit. But like I think with the Deepa fight, the first one, he's like, yo, I'm gonna hit him with a Rasengan, just distract him. And Sarda's like, bro, your first Rasengan ain't do shit. He's like, yeah, I just put more chakra into it. So I think it's just like his shit obviously like scales the, which makes sense, right? Rasengan, it just scales the amount of chakra you put into it. He just has like dog shit chakra in the anime, in base pre like
Yeah.
karma shenanigans before that starts to rev up in earnest. But yeah.
Mhm.
Bro, what do you think Kawaki would have been able to do against Deepa? Just out of curiosity. Do you think he like kills Deepa? Like karma activates type shit?
Oh, for sure,
He
easily.
cracks Deepa for sure.
Solo?
I mean,
Yeah,
Like karma V1, like pre-Delta battle, like Kawaki.
he's cracking Deepa.
yeah.
Yeah.
But look at Garo fight. Now he's not, bro. He's erasing that dude, bro. Like, it depends. Of course, Kawaki needs to get charged up. He has to have the glowing shit going on. That's when he's at top strength. If he's like in base karma, then maybe not. But if he gets to absorb some chakra or some shit, then maybe I think he erases Deepa, bro.
I
Honestly.
think Deepa fucks that dude up, bro. Like, because there's
Uh,
nothing to absorb. It's just like he just shoots up. He just shoots rocks at you, and
Yeah.
he doesn't run out of energy until like a long ass time into
Well,
the. Like even Scholar was
technically,
like, bro, this shit is unhuman. This is like not human. Bro's not slowing down.
but hold on, doesn't the Deepa the things that he create isn't it like chakra? The metal
it's
stuff.
like carbon.
He says they're like stones or like rocks or whatever.
So he just spawns that shit.
I think so. I don't think it's.
Yeah,
I don't think it's made of chakra. Like it's like some kind of like weird mist. Like the effect that they use, it kind of like cold. It's almost like the iron sand when it like forms constructs.
Mm.
It's like kind of like that. It's like some
Nah.
weird type shit.
Imagine if Kawaki could actually absorb the iron sand. Nah, that'd be crazy.
But I'm
But
Shinki's power. Look, send one grain into the ear or the nose, and then just fuck their brain up. They're dead. Like Shinki's ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
they don't write him as they should. Okay, although I don't think they should.
I
Write
was
him
thinking
like
that, bro. I was thinking some stuff like that with Shikamaru's shadow. Like, nah, I think Shikamaru could do some crazy stuff with his shadow if he wanted to.
Bro,
But
I ain't
that
gonna
was for
say
a
that. That's
different day.
kind of. I was gonna say, bro, Tamari. Okay, in the
Wait.
bed with them shadows, boy.
Bro,
Now
what?
let me stop the cap though. Let me stop, bro. Let me stop. Ain't
But
no
I
divorce in the leaf, boy.
want to ask Black Uchiha and Kinemaki to potentially run like the Sarda, not Sarda, the Himawari gauntlet to see exactly how strong y'all think she is. I guess we can kind of start with Black Uchiha first. I'll just run down some names. I want you to tell me if Himawari is stronger than her potentially, or maybe is Black Uchiha here still? Yeah, no, it's Mike. We probably start with Kinemaki first. So all right, so I guess it's just a yes or no. I want to make this kind of quick, semi quick. Is Himawari stronger than this character? Chocho. We'll start with that.
Which version?
Himawari
latest.
with Karma. Yeah, the strongest version that we did see
Of all the
when she fought
characters.
against
Okay.
Jura. Yeah.
Uh,
Chocho.
it's
Is she stronger than
contentious.
Chocho?
Contentious.
Contentious.
Bro,
Nah,
giant butterfly
yeah,
mode
yeah, yeah,
Chocho?
yeah.
Shit.
All right, I
Yes.
guess Himawari's not going far. So Sarda,
Yes.
Sakura,
Yes.
Base Momoshiki,
Yes.
Kawaki,
This is tough, man.
don't do this.
No,
Don't
that claw
do this.
grind.
Kawaki's my guy.
That claw grind feed is insane, bro. So,
Bro, I told you that's contentious. We
I'll just say no. I'll
we
just
could
from a
contend
story perspective. Let's say no. Okay.
All right, that was kind of shaky. Let's go.
Bro, it
Another
was shaky
character.
at Chocho, bro. You going up. Like
Yeah, but if it wasn't shaky at Chocho, I mean, if it wasn't shaky at Sakura, but it was shaky at Chocho, I gotta start naming multiple names then. All right, so let's go kind of
Chocho just
sideways.
got some hacks ass hitting jutsu though. That's just but yeah.
All right, so I want the next one I was gonna say is Jigen, but I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna say no at that. But I do want to
Jigen?
kind of gauge it. Yeah, Jigen. You'd probably say no, right?
It depends.
ask you guys
on the
like
version of Jigen.
like do you think? So I'm not trying to derail your shit. Just like really quick,
No, we have
is
to
she
talk.
like post Burying Mo levels? Like, does that shit get retained? You think, or is she just like
Nah, she's
Nah.
just she's like, I don't think she's even as strong as Naruto, to be honest. I think it depends. We
base
have the
adult
daemon
Naruto?
statement, but I don't think. Hmm?
Base adult Naruto, 6 pass Naruto,
No,
adult.
full power 6 pass Naruto.
Okay,
I
okay,
think
bet.
she's maybe as strong. Uh, I don't know. It depends. I'm looking at the daemon statement. She has to be at full power, able or maybe able to match Damon, bro. But I don't think she's using her full powers yet. So that's just
I
me.
don't think so.
But yeah, I don't think Kurama, this version of Himawari, is really that strong, you know. So yeah.
Okay. The only thing I really find interesting is when Jura said that she's the first person that made him want to use like his full power, and he fought against Kawaki. But he didn't necessarily say made him need to use it, but made him want to use it. So it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's not fully telling, but it is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting. And did he
Yeah.
really use his full power? I don't know.
He
I
said
think
a
he said
little bit of it, I
try.
think. Yeah.
Makes him want to try or something. Yeah.
Maybe he's out of chakra when he had to kill Boruto.
You never know, bro.
Like,
You
fuck
never know.
it.
I
I
think
went
that
all
right
out
there, at
against
least.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wait.
I think
think
it's
that.
like Sukuna. I don't know if you guys read. Well, maybe I shouldn't. That's a spoiler.
Yeah, I'm still on season 1. I gotta finish like the
Tragic.
5 episodes.
But yeah, let's just say, put it this way. No spoiler. Let's just say Sukuna chooses to fight a character less powerful than him and go, use his full power. But not because the character is as strong or requires his full power, but because there was something interesting about the character and it made him want to test something. So yeah, it's something like that. I think that's the best way I can say it without spoilers. But yeah.
Well, I'm on season, but I think he did something with somebody's heart got removed. I'll just say that. But I don't know. Maybe that's a different
Yeah,
situation.
well, no. Yeah, this is literally like a few chapters ago, so we're way into the story.
Okay, never
This is
mind.
the end game.
Okay, bet. Yeah, probably something like that. Like, I don't have to, but like you've piqued my interest. I'm already interested in like what the fuck your situation is. So yeah, this would be fun for sure. Um, wait, what's your list bar? Run your list by me again.
Chocho.
She stomps Chocho. Because although I think
Hard.
Chocho's butterfly mode gives her like a multiplier, I think I don't remember from Choji. Maybe correct me on that. And she gets like bigger. I think like quantity and quality of chakra just yeah. Like she just jumps and punches this fucking chick and it's over or something like that.
Yeah, bro. Maybe I'm just underrating Chocho, bro. I think Chocho fodder.
No,
I understand the
Chocho's
arguments
Kage level.
behind it.
Chocho's Kage level easy.
See, here we come now. Here we go.
Wait,
I think she's probably
why is that? Why
borderline
is that
Jonin.
always a contentious like butterfly mode giant Chocho? Two things we know she has in pre-time skip. In the movie, she was already
Depends on the
giant when she's
Kage.
waving the flag.
You have different. You have
Depends on the
Chojiro
Kage.
Kage and you have Hashirama Kage. You have
I think she can beat
Dari
Chochiro.
Kage.
I think
Yeah,
she can beat
Gara Kage.
what's the Tsuchikage in Boruto era?
Bro, she is not beating her, bro.
Bro,
The Tsuchikage?
yeah, the female.
She is
Furusuchi.
she's weaker than Onoki, so probably.
What is she like the
She's
very
not
next
beating
like arc,
Furusuchi,
like
all
the
due respect.
Mitsuki arc, retrieval arc, she
Huh?
got washed, bro. Like
Yeah,
all due
she's
no
weaker
diff.
than Onoki. That is
I
crazy.
think TBV Chocho beats her. Chochiro beats the Raikage, Dari, whatever his name is.
All due respect.
Dari.
I don't even think Chocho beat.
that one. I don't know about
I
that
don't.
one.
Does Chocho beat
Dari.
Deepa? Characters we know. Does she beat Deepa?
I think so. I don't know what Deepa does to giant butterfly mode. Like TBV. Like I don't know what
throws
she
a big cube at her. That's it.
and she like
He throws
flies
can't he
up and
throw like
dodges that shit.
spears and stuff?
Yeah, like he can throw
It was like
projectiles at
telekinesis.
her, sure, but
Yeah, he's gonna punch
like
her, bro.
Like Sarada's
He
like
punctured.
Facts.
2 Tomoe Sarada's like punch was enough to crack his like little rock shit. And he
I mean,
time like he has like
hmm.
superhuman endurance, but he does have a limiter. Because when he was going up against Shinky, like he was starting to like smoke. To the point where he didn't like Shinky stopped him from achieving his mission with like the little sand feather with the puppet, and then he just he just left because he didn't have anything else to give. He was overheating.
Man, anything is possible. Like if they want a power cliff and get her stronger than Jigen, that is also possible. So you know,
I think TBV
I mean,
Chocho is probably Otsutsuki level, like Urashiki. I think she's like Otsutsuki level.
Urashiki, nah, bruh. Nah, Urashiki
Yeah,
is like Sasuke level, bro. Full power Sasuke level.
and Gara, like I'm telling you,
And Gaara.
I think Chocho, he fought both of them in the desert simultaneously. Although he had puppets with him, those puppets are like fucking Jonin level plus. But like, yeah, I think Chocho is definitely Kage. Like, if Kage can box with Otsutsuki, I think Chocho is beating like
Well, I
Chocho
mean,
and like
it
Tsuchikage.
depends. I mean, it depends. I don't think Gaara is beating Urashiki
No, he's
by
definitely not beating
himself.
Urashiki. That's clear.
So it's
Yeah.
like yeah. So yeah.
But I'm not sure what
Yeah.
Gara would do against like butterfly mode, giant fucking.
He probably put her in like a huge pyramid and just put her underneath the ground.
How's he fast enough to do that, bro? Like,
Right. She'd be
Hey,
surrounded by
her
sand
power,
before she could do it.
Gaara reacted to Fuse Momoshiki, bro.
like
Let's go.
Gara. Oh, yeah, that. That's an oldie but a goodie. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna stay on Chocho forever, but it's just she's reacting to like
All right.
this is anime,
Yeah,
but she's like reacting like
th-
Chidori speed feats. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I just can't put it not totally yet. But this is supposed to be a Himawari type of thing. But I'll finish the gauntlet.
Yeah,
So Chocho, we kind of disagree about Chocho's actual power rank. So
no, I think she's Kage level.
her.
I think she loses to Hima. Yeah,
All right, so Sarda.
I think she loses to Sarda, mostly because of hacks, Sharingan stuff. If you factor that in with like Tail Beast.
All right, so another character that isn't totally hacks, even though she does have some Sakura.
I'll give it to Hima. Yeah, just because I don't know where Sakura scales as an adult at her apex. So.
All right, so we're kind of like around there. So like as we're around there, I'll kind of like name off a few more. Does she beat Shikamaru?
Yeah.
That's trouble for the current Hokage. does she beat Delta?
Because I think Delta is relative to Six Path Sage Mode Naruto minus Jutsu.
Mm-hmm. That's the next
even though
person
I think Naruto wins, obviously, but yeah, like bro's huffing and like, I don't think like why are you fake huffing and puffing? Like,
he wasn't fake. It was real huffs and real puffs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think bro was huffing and puffing for a reason. Like, she can shoot her with that beam type shit. If she hits her, she can't heal, so she's fucked. Cellular level type shit. Speed that can match Six
That
Paths.
shit don't make no sense, bro.
Six Paths tier speed, and reaction, agility, durability. Fuck. I will say she probably can't beat Delta. Yeah, I think that's because then also Delta can fly. Like flight is such an underrated ability in combat, especially when your ass can't fly. So like she's gonna be
Karama can fly.
I don't know if Hima can fly through Karama's power. I haven't seen that yet. So I'll give it to Delta so far. Yeah.
All right, so I guess that's the cap. That would be the cap. The next person I was gonna go to was Kawaki and Jigen and Momoshiki, but I'm pretty sure she probably.
Wait, okay, so let's say she gets past Delta. Who is your next person? You said Kawaki or Jigen?
Well, the next one was gonna be Momoshiki. I believe Kawaki, at least Pete Kawaki surpassed Momoshiki.
The next is gonna be Momoshiki. Base?
Yeah.
Base Momoshiki is dog shit. Yeah, she's being
Stop
base
this.
Momoshiki. No, dude's dog shit, bro. Dude, I'm saying it's like a funny little meme. I say he's like running from the local black man, but like dude is running from the local black man. Like that dude's a dog shit, bro.
For all we know, 75% of the Otsutsuki race would probably be running from Naruto. What are we talking about here?
I mean, they ain't got
Nah,
nothing to do with this
Himawari.
dude though. Like this particular, like, nah. See, I'm blind to this whole like he's destroying stars, and bro, I think bro is just creating chakra fruit, and they destroy worlds, and they call worlds stars. I think it's simple. I think it's the most simple shit. All that extra shit that people want to do to try to get Naruto characters to Dragon Ball characters, because I don't know why X Twitter beef with other anime fans. I move all that shit aside. Okay, yeah, I just look at what the dude did and what he can do as an Otsutsuki. I'm saying. Yeah, that dude is, yeah, like bro wasn't even out of chakra. He had like, listen, Momo's a this dude had like half of Karama's power in the fucking anime. Like he could have used that shit at any time. Like he's retarded. Like I don't even know if it's a power thing with that dude. I don't know, but yeah, I'll say Hima wins. Who you got next?
My next one was Jigen. Well, we didn't even dive fully into Momoshiki. What about fused Momoshiki?
I think Fuse Momoshiki is more powerful than Jigen, so I don't care. I just think Fuse Momo's retarded. I think Momoshiki has certain abilities. He has hack-based abilities that are way better than Jigen's. He's just like dumb. I don't know.
I think
Like series portrayal. Yes, I get it. Like like Jigen. But like I said, like Jigen knew Naruto and Sasuke's powers and abilities. He had gotten powers from like this Ten Tails, which is apparently like skill into like fucking TBV Boruto or whatever for odd reasons. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but okay. And not only that, but like dude, he has like hacked some like weird like tail beast hacked shit. Like when he stabs you with the rods, it absorbs chakra. People forget that shit. But Momo couldn't even use his best abilities because they knew what the fuck he could do, and they were fighting him in taijutsu. And bro was playing around the whole fucking time. And then he's like had all this chakra, like he could have just popped these pills. He just chose not to. He's fighting like Naruto and Sasuke at their apex, like majestic attire Susanoo, which they didn't even use against Jigen. Like there's things you can do. I get it narratively, whatever. But I'll just say I think if Momo should be able to just absorb that chakra cloak right off her, or not the cloak, but just like absorb Karama out of her to like he'll like palm strike her and then take a little bit every hit type Baryon mode type shit. Like theoretically, I don't know, but I'll say Fuse Momo wins. I think that's if I'm stretching it to Momo, Fuse Momo probably washes. Yeah,
you can kind of say the same thing with Jigen with his Karma Seal. You could probably just absorb the 10 tails. Not the 9 tails. My bad.
I mean, like 'cause I'm thinking, okay, Fuse Momo, right? Because I don't know, the Jigen thing is contentious, whatever. I want to be like contrary and find Jigen stronger than Fuse Momo. Congratulations. Okay, cool, whatever. Fuse Momo, she can't fly, so she's at a disadvantage. She has to shoot. She has to fight at range. So that's probably projectiles. They're probably chakra projectiles, which is really bad because bro's just going to absorb them and then increase his strength. He can literally like take your power and multiply it by reconstituting. So that's not going to get her anywhere. He can like create like constructs that can fight her from a distance while he just like hovers in the air and watch her like run out of power or whatever. These constructs can like scale to majestic attire Susanoo levels of speed, and yeah, like it's it's a problem. Yeah, it's a fucking problem.
Yeah, one of the things with Himawari that I did want to ask now that we got Black Uchiha's back, but Kitamaki as well. How strong do y'all think Karma actually is? Like, is this like fully formed Karma? Is there like a Kid Buu type of action where it's he's oddly stronger now that he's
Kid
newer?
Buu. That's funny. No, yeah,
Kid
go
Buu
ahead.
was weaker though,
Uchi.
but yeah, never mind.
Yo, we need to stop this, man. Like,
That he was weaker
right?
than Super Buu?
This shit is so. Yeah, I know. I understand it, but
Minus the God Key stuff, I guess.
like
But
the Buhan, right? You think Buhan is stronger than Kid Buu?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Like Kid Buu's
that shit
boxing
is
with
so
Super
annoying.
Saiyan 2 and 3 Goku.
Kid
Like
Buu is my favorite Buu though, for real. Just because of the way he looks
Kid
though.
Buu is the goat, bro.
Kid Buu is the
I
best
think
Buu, bro.
he's a yeah.
I
I
hope they
like
do
him
like
over Frieza, bro. Easy, bro.
I don't know about that. I can respect the take though. Kid Buu's a fantastic, like the design, the aura, like everything about him, like the whole kitty, like insane psychopath like vibes. I hope he
Bruh.
fuses with Oob like in GT. They get like some cool like Maj Oob, Maj Oob form. That'd be sick.
The dude has the greatest feat in anime, bro. Like the funniest shit ever. Like, dude, the guy killed everyone and went to the afterlife and killed them
I killed him
again. I'm
again.
like, bro,
That
this
shit
dude is
was
insane,
fucking
man.
diabolical, bro. It's like-
This shit. That's when I was like, nah, this dude is
This ain't no
insane.
fucking place. That ain't no afterlife, motherfucker. Ain't no after. There's
This
no
shit doesn't even
life.
make sense.
None.
I'm like, bro, what?
Bro, Beerus
Eh,
needed to pull up and handle that business. Bro is like doing your job way
That's
too
why that
well.
shit doesn't make sense. Like, where was Beerus
They
the
was what
entire
they say. He
time?
was like sleep or something.
Yeah, that
He
bitch
was
was
asleep the
sweet.
whole time. Yeah, that's
Wow.
crazy.
Like, wake your Weez, get involved. Even though I know it's against the law and shit. Get involved, bro. Help us, please. But yeah. I don't know. Dragon Ball's fucking Master Roshi Ultra Instinct versus Jiren. I'm done. I'm out. Bye. I'm done. That shit don't make sense. Bye.
Yeah,
The fuck?
But,
yeah.
but y'all got sorry. Y'all didn't even answer the question though. What's good with
Oh,
Karama? How strong y'all think my guy is?
Karama?
bro, I
Yeah.
don't think he's initially I was like, maybe, like it makes sense. You can make it make sense. The writer can make it make sense. Kurama evolved um in a way with Bar and Mo Chakra. They could have done it if they really wanted to, and they could have made it made sense, but I don't think they did it. I think it's just Kurama. And actually, if you guys go back to Naruto, I think this Kurama is substantially weaker than the original. The reason being is that when Kurama lost a portion of his chakra, he shrunk. He got smaller. And when he got but received when he recuperated the chakra, because he can do it. That's why it's like interesting. Like when when Minato sealed half of Kurama inside of him, I'm like, doesn't Kurama just get that chakra back over time?
Yeah.
So it's like Naruto still has a full Kurama. It's weird. Or maybe the
Maybe it's
soul
like
splitting literally just reduced his potential overall.
yeah, that's what I was gonna
Maybe
say.
that's
I
it.
think it's the mechanic of the jutsu. It's something different than just like chakra siphoning. It's like maybe
Yeah.
soul shit.
Yeah.
Like
So
your
that's
essence. I
yeah.
took your fucking essence and half that shit. Like you're not getting this back, boy.
And even like in that case he got smaller with the Minato stuff. And then even when Naruto extracted his chakra when he
He
fought
got
him
smaller
in
again.
Shippuden, he got smaller again. So I'm like, this little like chibi Kurama, how much chakra can his little body hold?
It,
I
it
don't
might
know.
it might be just by like the means, like the mechanics that were applied in the scenarios that you gave are just like different than resurrection mechanics to where like size
Mm.
wouldn't even be a factor in power. It's like weird. Like Obito can die but retain his six pass power to like give it to Kakashi. Like bro, like the chakra came out of his atomized
Bro
body.
said, "Hey yo, hold on, before I die, right quick, hold on."
Yeah, yo, honey, listen, wait,
Hey,
I gotta help my boy out real quick.
but
Bros
it's like
before females.
it's the real life stuff. Like
Be respectful.
energy never truly disappears. It just changes into something else.
Changes shape
So
and
that energy,
locations.
yeah, it was there. So he just moved it
Yeah, it's
into
like,
Kakashi.
oh, why isn't Naruto like Baryon mode level? It's probably because Karama took that shit. He's like, man, give me that shit, boy. This is I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, bro. I'm gonna fucking be powerful when I come back, boy.
But
So
even
yeah,
like he's speaking at Naruto, people believe that Naruto has less than his half his original potential because of barren mode. I'm like, I mean, you could say that like if you use the argument of the Minato stuff with the Reaper Seal, like maybe the barren mode reduced half his overall potential somehow. But I don't think that's how they explain. I think he just burnt up the chakra that he had, and that
At the
chakra would
time.
have regenerated over time. So Naruto still
Yeah.
has his original chakra now.
I think
So yeah,
Karama's
that's
probably. Oh, sorry.
no, I'm done. But
I think Karama's probably like post Baryon mode levels of power. I think he's like extremely powerful. The problem is probably the vessel. She can't take
mm,
it all at once. So, fuck. Okay.
But the affinity, I feel like that should, at least power wise, serve as like a good boost to Himawari because suppose their chakra is going to be able to work together a lot better. Depending on how much they want to milk that and have
Right.
her now become like Ishiki level off the bat or
Yeah.
something
So
like that. You never know.
I think it's like
Mm.
twofold. Like Himawari has like a lot of layers to her power. Like Hyuga, Otsutsuki, potentially Kaguya with the hair shit. Byakugan, Tenseigan, whatever. Like there's a lot going Byakugan. There's that like her lineage shit. And then there's like her lineage affecting the affinity, and then like Karama, all that bullshit, right? Like Kaguya was a tail beast. She's a descendant of Kaguya. The Hyuga are like fucking inbred, so they're like super pure. They're basically Otsutsuki, just light, slight, like light. Otsutsuki light. So they're pretty much like direct descendants, damn near. So like it makes sense.
Purest form.
Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I think Karama's probably like just like post burial mode, but she can't like use all that power. The affinity thing is interesting, I think, but I think once you introduce a power like this for the first time, you're not gonna have her like showcase it all. You need a reason why she can't house it all. So I think that's probably the reason. Like Karama's probably like, yo, I could fuck this dude up, but like not with you. You got to grow up a little bit more. You got to like cook. It's like all one for all from like One Piece. One Piece. My hero. You're like bro got the power. He just can't use it. Like he was that dude from like episode what 3 whenever he fucking got it. But like yeah, he couldn't use it. Type shit. But these are my thoughts. But what do you think, Black? How strong is this Chibi Karama?
I definitely think he's weaker, like everybody else. He's gonna get bigger. He has to get bigger. If not, it just don't make no sense. Why would
Size
he
matters.
reincarnate like that? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I had a question for you. Oh yeah, please continue.
No, but I was saying, but like, yeah, I want to see him get like OP back to how his I want to see him surpass his glory days. Hopefully, probably even get that Baryon chakra. But yeah, he got to be strong. Simple.
What do you think about these like chakra cups, like technology that can nag top tiers? Not necessarily
It's kind of like
jutsu, but yeah.
it's kind of like they use it, the stuff that they use at the Hozuki Castle. Like they just suppressing the chakra. It was pretty convenient that they made by a model though. So it probably like what did they use before, because that would have came in handy in part 1. They could have cuffed Kabuki.
Like yeah,
and cuff the Shiki, bro.
Or they could have cuffed the Shiki too.
Like wait, when did he make it? They could have cuffed Kawaki. Yeah, it's like in One Piece, like objects can get devil fruits, type shit. So
Right.
I was like, maybe like through scientific technology or some kind of like I don't know combination of inanimate versus like like biological material. I don't fucking know, but like
Bruh.
we can create
Bruh.
like scientific ninja tech 6-path sacred treasures type shit. Like give me a scientific pot of the amber purifying pot type shit, whatever. That'd be pretty sick. But yeah.
Bro, if that shit isn't
Yo.
created by Shiba cells, bro, it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. If
The
that shit
cuffs?
doesn't have Shiba cells, that
Bro,
doesn't make
Shiba
sense.
cells
I'm
is the
sorry,
answer
bro.
for everything at this point.
I fucking
Bro,
hate it,
how
bro.
is Boruto getting like even if that shit disables like powers and shit, bro should be like a fucking Goku, bro. Like, yo, this shit means nothing to me. Like
Where
he
he
should
should
be
be
like a
strong without
Gojo,
chakra.
bro.
He
Like,
should be.
yo,
He
They
should
ain't got
have
no
full-
yeah, he's
muscles
just gonna
though.
flex. He's just gonna flex
Boy,
his mind, like,
strong.
bro, like my chakra is too strong. It just break out, even if like it negates jutsu. Like just flex that shit, bro. But that if that's not Shiba cells, bro, it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
It'd be crazy if he do flex out of it next chapter and still decides to be interrogated. That I would laugh.
No, he's gonna be like, yo, I could have left the entire time.
Nah,
That
that'd be
would be
too.
funny.
See, I saw the memes on X where like the whole Superman show. He like, oh, he breaks the. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I get it. Like these Naruto characters, they scrawny, man. They ain't got no fucking. They ain't got no. They got bird shot. Except for Konohamaru, apparently, he's the only guy I can recall that's actually swole in the fucking Hidden Leaf
and
Village.
Jugo. Oh, in the
Jugo,
leaf,
yes,
yeah.
Jugo's swole too. But it's like was like I feel like the body Konohamaru had like when like Koji was about to seal him, bro, like rips his shit. Like bro ain't had to do all that. He was just showing off. Like I feel like Guy Sensei should have been that cut, bro. Like that Guy Sensei should have been like the fucking.
Nah, he does
too much cardio.
Too much cardio, yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah.
But like
He
even
ain't
then,
skipping
bro,
leg
like
day now though.
chakra is the power in Naruto. They don't need
Nah,
muscles,
it's
bro.
diabolical.
Muscles doesn't exist.
Bro said Guy is skipping leg day. That's fucked.
I don't know, man. Like I need to know exactly how that was created. It just
Well,
it
if it
just
like
seems
takes
a
away
bit contrived, you know?
if it takes away chakra, like then he just have his physical strength.
No,
But
all they said is that it disables jutsu. They
jutsu,
can't.
true.
Like, so remember, like jutsu, you have to create a connection. Like, it's like a seal to form jutsus. So it just prevents them from doing that. That's like that thing where you hear like the sound and then the jutsu comes out. That's what it prevents them from doing. Basically, they still have chakra. You know.
So does Rock Lee utilize jutsu when he's doing taijutsu? or I guess
No,
when he's
he,
fighting.
It's
he, he
jutsu. Jutsu just
utilizes
means
chakra.
technique. It jutsu. Everything is jutsu,
Yeah, it's
but
taijutsu.
different types. Yeah, it's taijutsu, so it's just it does use chakra. It's just not ninjutsu. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I know,
So
'cause I know
Rock
this
Lee is a,
argument that you and I had before, Bar. Like you think he's just using physical strength.
Oh nah.
Yeah,
Like
nah.
even like
well,
look at like Gates. Like Gates is literally chakra. Like you release it
well,
the inner gates to
no, I
awaken
kind of think it's
access more chakra.
oh
No,
yeah,
go ahead.
and I kind of think it's both. I feel like Rock Lee is like I feel like Rock Lee is stronger than like let's say um I was gonna say some other character like Sarda, but let's say Sakura. I feel like Rock Lee is stronger than Sakura, like with at least Kid
Sure.
Sakura, getting Sakura without chakra. And I feel
But
like
if
with chakra, Rock Lee just enhances his overall strength.
Which is
what do you
like
mean if they both?
biology.
You mean both of them? Like I mean if they're both not using chakra, that's what you mean.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
she's a
I
female,
mean,
and then
yeah.
also his work ethic, like what he
And yeah,
does.
and he
all right.
trains more. Like yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
Even
easily.
Neji, I feel like just regular fighting,
Bro,
Rock
Neji's
Lee would probably be
strong, bro.
stronger.
Bro's like, bro, Neji doesn't do strength training, bro.
yeah, he
That dude
doesn't.
just dances and spins and stuff.
He's like a
Yeah,
He's
swimmer
very
or a
slender.
basketball player. He doesn't mean
Yeah,
like yeah. He's
so you have to
finesse.
like
but
use
that's the
someone with the same body. It's like if even like in real life, like, yeah, someone slim, it's probably gonna be weaker than someone muscular, that
Like
goes
Rock
to the
Lee,
gym and trains.
Kid Rock Lee, or like Kid Metal Lee. Like that's probably
Bro,
like the
I was
closest.
hoping nobody was gonna bring up Metal's name, bro. I was
Yeah, you
really
got a
hoping.
thing against old Metal.
I do not like that man, bro.
What
He's
about my
terrible.
anxiety fist? Yeah, you
Good
got
thing
that
is that
anxiety.
it's not canon to the
anxiety
manga, so
fist.
That boy said
Bro, I gave
anxiety
up on
fist.
him. I gave up on him when he was relying on the necklace to fight like one episode or something like that. He was
That was
like,
a
"Yeah, I
good fight
need this."
though.
I was like, "Oh yeah," the fight against Rock Lee and his pot, and it was funny when him and Guy and Rock Lee they was all crying in the middle. But I'm like, bro, y'all wasted a fire character, bro. This dude talk.
Nah,
He
that's true.
sounds terrible in dub. First of all, y'all hear he sounds like he's 18 in the dub,
Mm.
and
yeah,
his
you
it's
gotta
just
watch
like
dub, bro.
they could have given him
Yeah.
a different niche. Like Rock Lee's thing was like he used to fanboy over Sakura. It was fine. But like, come on, bro. They could have gave him anything,
It's
bro.
funny, like he's like a drippier Rock Lee. Like he just looks cooler. He has like there's
Bro,
like
the looks was right there. Everything was there. He had the fire
his,
looks, all
his
that. But
name
like,
is
yeah,
fucking Metal. Wait,
Yeah,
how do you fuck that up? Like I was off Metal when they skip past his like mark like the match against Gar's kid, Rock Lee's kid versus Gar's kid in the tuning exams, and they skipped that. I was
we
like, yeah,
should
I'm
have
off
known
this.
since then.
I'm fucking off this,
Yeah,
bro.
because they had
Yeah,
nothing for him.
yeah. Like this that to me
Bro
was like an
is the
indictment
ultimate.
on the creative team. Like it's like, how do you not understand like
He's a side
key
character. Nothing.
event moments?
Nah,
He's
he's
but
everything.
shit,
terrible.
now
I hate
Side
Metal
character.
Lee, bro. I would start a Metal Lee hate page for the man. That's how much I hate him. I don't like him.
I well,
You know what they
quick
should have?
question, Black Uchiha.
Yeah,
If you were the writer, Ikimoto, I was about to say Masashi Kishimoto, but if you were
tell the
Ikimoto
truth.
and you were creating a character, what would he be? I was gonna say what he looks like, but the overall character, not just physical. What would he be?
The main character?
No. Just like mentally as a side character. If you were
Oh, if
constructing
like
a character,
I like I said, it's perfect. Like we was just saying, but like that whole anxiety thing kills it. And it's like you wasting a character because now not only do you put him on the
I think he might have
team
stopped.
them up with someone like
Okay.
Sumire or somebody like that made the manga. But you put them on a team with we don't know. Well, we know Denki's parents. We barely know anything about Iwabe. They just trolled us with his character for Kawaki to start it off. They think we don't know that.
Sure.
And then it's like everything. His fight, the look. I never had a problem with the way Rock Lee looks. The whole straight taijutsu thing. And the thing is, Metal Lee can even like in the first couple episodes, he went into like the second gate or the first gate or something. So I'm like, dude is fire. He trains. Like he gets this working. But the anxiety thing, I didn't mind it. Like I said, by that episode with the necklace, and then I think he never really got over it. And it was just at this point they didn't really do nothing with his like give him one fight in part one, something like
you know what
anything
I think
that
though? I feel like they were kind of like trying to hide a lot of his stuff because they were hiding his mother. Like Daniel, to this day, they still haven't really told us for a fact if it's 10-10 or not, right? Like I feel like they didn't really want to dive too deep into like his abilities, like how
Bruh.
we've seen Winstyle from
Man,
Shikadai.
he can't
Like,
soil
who,
10-10's legacy.
who
He
Yeah,
cares
already
it
though,
he
doesn't
bro? At
have
this
the
point,
relevance, bro.
for
Bro,
real.
like who's like if it's 10-10, who cares?
They
like,
should
It's
have
like who
like
else? I don't see any way
that's
like
what I'm saying, like, who
any
fucking
reveal that
cares?
They
would be
made it a
relevant,
thing.
bro.
Like, I like 10 and all, but it's
at
like
this point, it's
she's
like
wasted potential too.
most people,
But shit,
most of the kids in Boruto's class, even the ones who haven't made the manga, a majority of them have had better moments. At least one that are better than Metal Lead. And it's like, where is he? He's the child of one of the Konoha 13. He has no
that's
moments.
true.
No moments. Like we talk about Tsubaki cutting mountains and then the voice girl split in the woods. At least they do. I think even the cat girl, one episode, she had like a cat Susanoo or something like that. I'm like, okay,
Bro,
I see the potential. Like, it's fine. It's okay.
And,
So I'm
bro,
and,
thinking, like, what
and
did
then
Metal
Meadow
like?
versus a polar bear.
Like, come on, bro. Like, and then he was simping for Shorty in the Funato clan arc, the Himepo, or I
Yeah.
called her Himepo, which is hilarious. Wow, Himepo is from One Piece. Or Himepo. But yeah, he's sipping over her. They didn't go nowhere with that subplot in terms of like, okay, because she didn't die, right? She just went somewhere else
Heavy,
at the end.
Heavy Ichiko or her name?
Heavy Ichigo,
Something like that.
something
I
like
forgot.
yeah, the
Yeah.
needle girl. But
Yeah.
like he could have like carried on. I don't want to say her legacy, but like her in memory. Like yeah, bro, from this day I'm never gonna be anxious. Like bro, no, he's nothing.
You know what the
He's
problem is? See, the anxiety thing wasn't an issue. Like it's like it's an obstacle to get over. That's fine. They literally turned that thing that he should have got over in a couple of
into a
episodes.
gag.
Not even that, into his power. Like it's literally a technique. It's like he needs it, so he can't get over it. Like the anxiety fist is literally a technique he has, not like a meme. Like
He was shivering
that's
when he was fighting his pops, dodging
yeah,
all of
like
those hits.
that's his like that's his like. Oh, isn't it so funny? Like it's not like drunken rock. It's not drunken fist Rock Lee, but like it's anxiety fist. So it's like the same unpredictable drunken fist movements, but anxiety. So now he literally can't get over it because he needs it to like make him like relevant, but they don't even use it. Like
They
they don't even
don't.
use the
They
shit.
did nothing with him. Nothing, bro. Nothing.
It's just
I don't
It's
really care
terrible.
about
Like
filler characters, bro, to be honest. Like
I mean they're good.
man.
There's a lot of good characters. I think the fact that I paused there is not helping my case. Well, I think
and
Shinky's
then
a great character. I
what's his
think
name?
Tsubaki's a great character. I think Dinky's a great character.
Goat
I mean, fuck,
Dinky.
Dinky was in episode 1. Like, why is he not in the fucking manga? Like, I don't understand. Like, he was the
He's not canon,
catalyst
bro.
to introduce Boruto as like the hero. Like, I don't know, but
He's not canon, sadly.
Iwabe is not a
Mm,
great character. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think
Yeah.
Buten is a great character. I watched some of the Funato stuff recently for some clips. It was
oh, yeah.
pretty damn good.
Butan's a cool kid. I actually like her character, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I actually do like her character.
I like her design. She's pretty sick.
Well,
The
I don't
shark,
like her character in the Academy arc, in the Mist arc. She seemed kind of childish and annoying.
yeah, it's
Or
like weird.
like I
Like
guess
she's like a grown ass woman, but
yeah.
like she's acting like she's like sorry at his age. It's fucking weird.
Where, but by the
Yeah,
time the Funato, like I was like, damn, they done did a whole 180 for her character. She really was like
yeah, it's a good
a
character.
sole reason they survived a lot of the moments in that arc. But
Or even like the shark guy from the Academy like field trip arc. She's
mhm.
Shima or something. Like like
What's his
why are
name?
you a shark? Like I want to know more about that, bro. Like your lineage.
He was
Like
oh,
even
brother.
even
I forgot his
even
name.
Itachi's boy.
He
What's his
was
name?
Kisame.
Kisame. Yeah, like what? Why? Why are you like this? Okay, like fucking yeah, like bro just turned into a shark. Is nobody going to explore that? Like that's not a thing. That's not weird to anybody. I don't know. I guess not.
I just thought it was like the Arlong type of thing, where it's like he just adapted.
They got Fishman.
No, bro. Listen, somebody is snake is told people out. Somebody was trying to become like those training and they fucked
They
up.
got Shark Sages.
Yeah, some shit type shit like that. Is a bunny girl out there somewhere, bro. You just gotta look, do your
Yeah.
diligence, okay? You'll find that shit. But yeah, we did the
I
soul
brought
bowl. Yeah. Oh no, we didn't do this with Black. What do you think about the soul bowl? Soul bowl.
Like in general, like I think it's good for the story.
Mhm.
It's real interesting. I want to know if they're gonna do more with it in terms of is it the core in a sense, just like that's what like we saw at the end of the chapter, it popped out the tree. So I guess once the tree, whoever's done sucking up the human's chakra, they get enough or soul bulb forms out of nowhere. It has a Renegon on it. So I want to know exactly how does it help Sasuke as opposed to like for the Shinju, we kind of get the idea we need to destroy it or at least get their hands on it for them to get rid of the Shinju. If not, they're gonna keep on coming back. But in terms of like bringing back Sasuke, it's gonna be interesting. Like, do they I don't know, like they force feed them, or they like, yo, they certain hand signs, and then the chakra dismembers into him, or does it naturally like I don't know. If it would have naturally go back by the time Kabuki obliterated the rest of Hidari, the soul thorn probably would have dissipated and out of Boruto's hand and went to Sasuke, but it didn't. So they got to do something with it. Maybe take the Rinnegan out. It's interesting. I really like that part of the story that they added into it because now it adds a new dynamic. Because at this point, at first when Sarada first encountered Hidari, it was just like it was obvious that they were going to have some sort. Well, for me, I knew they would at least be able to regenerate some form of abilities or something like that. But since they weren't created in a sense, it's like, well, how are we going to kill him? How do you stop him? So I really like the soul. I don't know the name. It grows because I didn't like Two Blue Vortex as a name first, but now it just rolls off the tongue. But yeah, the soul thorn, it's a cool aspect. I like it. I rock
You
with it.
think it's gonna be like some chakra fruit type of aspects or pseudo
That's
chakra
a
fruit?
thing though. That's what I'm saying. Like if they gotta force feed it to the people, or like if it's a thing like you can eat it and then get the chakra from maybe even the Ten Tails and then the Ishiki essence from Cold's Karma and his chakra, and then whoever the main Shinju is based off of, like it could be an OP form of a way to get a couple of people some power ups in the story. Like you just cop a soul thorn and you know what I'm saying, go to town on it. You feel me?
That could be interesting. They seem to like spawn out of the base of the tree. So if you can get
That's
to
what
that
I'm. But
dimension,
the thing about it is like how I still they got to explain a lot, especially about how the Shinju was formed. Because if Hidari and all of them, like Hidari, Matsuri, were born or essentially popped up at the same time, Sasuke Ben got absorbed by the tree, and we know that Moegi got absorbed during the invasion with Cold. We don't know; it's ambiguous with Bug, but he probably somewhere along the time got absorbed by that tree. So it's like I don't know. Do they need multiple people, multiple individuals, chakras to form the soul ball? But like it just takes because it's a lot of trees, and we don't see a lot of Shinju. You feel me? A lot of people got bit by trees, so maybe they just take a lot of chakra from multiple people, but they take maybe a significant or a notable or like a good fruit or a good probably choice and base their formation off of that. So that's how Matsuri looks like Moegi and Hidari looks like Sasuke, and then maybe why Mamushi looks like Bug. So, but I want to know more about how they came to be, like the process of that stuff.
yeah, I think that needs to be explained because it's like the Ten Tails is like this juvenile Ten Tails is clearly like fucking ridiculously powerful. If it can like
OD.
branch its power, like if Jura is supposed to be like this major threat, like what happened? Like that it came from like it's multiple sources that came from a single source. So the single source must have been fucking nasty. It just maybe didn't have chakra control. Maybe it just had raw power, didn't know how to use it. But
And
then
it
like
seems like it could just make endless call grinds. Like you would think they ran out of call grinds by now, by how many times they don't get obliterated, but like they could just keep on going and keep on
it was
popping
like
up.
it's like when Jigen took the chakra from the Tento, it's like surely he knew how to manipulate it. Like why was he not stronger, given how powerful like the
Right.
bug Shinju is? And then like why do they need external like sources? Like why do you need bug in order to create like the bug Shinju? Obviously, it would be like a different entity, but it wouldn't be bug if you didn't have bug. But like, why can't you
Maybe,
make a
maybe
yeah?
maybe I feel like they wanted it a way to gateway from code into that because it was like I feel like because I remember when Code first made the call grinds back in part one, we was questioning a lot of the topic was like, is there 10 really powerful claw grinds or is it like hundreds of
Yeah.
thousands? That was a lot. That was a lot about a lot of topics was going on about that. So now that we see this is the direction that Ikimoto decided to go, I feel like he just wanted it a way to, lead up to their formations because it's a lot of mystery. I may at this point maybe he don't even know for sure what he wants to say about how they came to be, or maybe he just might leave it open ended and just not go into it too much like how we want it. And I hope they don't do that. But it's they need to definitely start explaining more.
Bet. What about you, kiddo? Any thoughts? Are you good?
Um, I I think it's just a soul thing, because in Naruto, souls are tied to chakra. I believe this was stated by Hagoromo to Naruto. That Ashra and Indra's soul reincarnated as chakra many times over and over. So I think to some extent the soul is chakra in some sense, and the soul possesses the consciousness of the person. I don't think they're just using them as um a battery in a sense.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
A
also
power
that
back.
yeah, it's kind of hijacking their consciousness as well to gain their own individual um what do you call it? Yeah, self-awareness. That's the thing I was looking for. Or ego. I think
Okay.
ego is interesting. But yeah, self-awareness. So yeah, they're just like, taking hijacking their souls, and they're kind of in limbo. That's where they're not like conscious, because their consciousness is being used by someone else in a sense. So I think that's why they need those individuals. But it does go back to what Muchiro was saying about um how many do they need, because you have like, even in the village, I think Shikamaru said multiple villagers were transformed, but you only have 4 Shinjus. So obviously they're not taking every single like consciousness, but those people are still unconscious. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting in that sense. So yeah, the Thorn Soul thing, I like it. I think more than likely it will lead to Sasuke getting a power up. How they handle Naruto getting a power, because they have to give him one. Although you could argue that Naruto did get Baron more than Sasuke didn't get anything else. So maybe Sasuke is due for something. But Baron mode is kind of temporary. So yeah,
Would you
it's weird
would
there.
you want Naruto to ever get Karama back?
It's no. The reason being is that Himawari already has Kurama, and I think over time their relationship is gonna build. I don't think, even if Naruto comes back, I don't think he's gonna take Kurama from Naruto. Naruto isn't that person, So
Mm.
I think he's gonna leave Kurama inside Himawari, unless something happens where he has to take Kurama. Maybe like some Otsutsuki shenanigans, Himawari, Kage and nonsense, and he has to extract Kurama. Maybe that's how that happens. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get back. Right? He's gonna get something else, I think.
Okay. Um, so maybe we can wrap up here. I did have like a little game we can play to close it out. It's called over or under 50%. Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys these questions, and if you're over 50%, this is like, likely to happen. Under 50%, less likely to happen. Pretty simple, right? All right. So just for everybody, over or under 50%. Okay. Nishi is going to die in the next 10 chapters. Over or under 50%. And if you don't know who Nishi is, we can. Yeah.
Under. He's the GOAT.
Oh, hell no.
Under,
Okay.
because he's irrelevant.
He's so irrelevant. He's gonna be here by the end of the chapter, like when everything's resolved. It's like, how did this guy even survive all of this?
No, he's
So
gonna
is
be like,
everybody okay?
he's gonna be like, Professor is like, it was me the whole time, Barry. Like when
Imagine.
when
End
Koji
game.
awakened a prescience, it was me the whole time. When
He
yeah,
used to be
like that
ramen
type of
guy. He's
when
actually Hanjura.
when you when you thought you still had one light bulb in your box, but you went in there, it was gone. It was me the whole time. Like that type. Yeah, maybe.
It was
Maybe.
me, Barry.
Maybe he's like a secret Otsutsuki, just undercover. Yeah,
That is wild. Him
maybe.
and Ramen Man.
Funny if
Him,
that
Ramen
turns out to
Man,
be
and
Shibai.
Tenten.
Nah, bro, Nishi Shiba, bro. My mind would break. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit would be that'll be
If
a god
Nishi is
tier twist.
Shibai,
Like he's just
that'd
been
be
Shibai
wild.
this whole time. I'd be like, yo, this
Yeah, bro.
Ikimoto, bro.
It
Like,
I
bro,
makes sense.
bro is the
He
reason why Kawaki, left the village. Bro is just
I was
like
just about to say
pretending,
he
you
probably
know.
faked it. He was like, yeah. He was like, it's all part of
Yeah.
the plan.
he's like little motherfucker. I know where you at this whole time. Okay. What about you, Bar? Over or under Nishi dies in the next 10 chapters?
Under,
50%.
under. I think I forgot who's. I think it was Kitamaki. I kind of agree with him. He's so irrelevant where he's not really gonna die. I
Is
think
he irrelevant? Bro is in the main battle in the last chapter.
he
He's
has
being
just the
used as an
right.
asset.
He has just the right amount of relevancy to where we know who he is, but he'll have no impact if he actually does die.
And we yeah.
How would the writers even write it?
If they kill him, they're gonna have to find another sensory
Perfectly said.
NPC to
Th-
like do what he does.
Think about
Yeah,
it though.
sensory
That guy.
NPC.
This
That's good.
motherfucker got more
Ninja
screen time.
017.
He got more screen time than Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura. Like the list is like damn near endless. It's like a fucking Walmart grocery shopping receipt. Okay, it's like fucking long. Like this dude got more screen time. More okay, but I
Bro,
forget.
He
bro was
also
on the
has plot
bro was
armor,
on
bro.
every championship team. They just did it. They had to look his name
Bro,
up at the roster.
He like one of them. He like
everyone got cooked except Nishi, bro.
that's
Why
what
is
I'm
that?
saying. He's that guy. That plot armor you talking
Bruh,
about,
I'm
bro?
telling you, bruh.
Fodder
He
like
the one who
Nishi,
lived to
bye,
tell the
bruh.
story. He's like,
lames
get
don't
me.
have
Nishi.
plot armor. Yeah, like you think it's Boruto. This is my story. It's actually Nishi pretending to be. Yeah, it's like, oof, that's nasty. Well, okay, over or under 50%, Koji becomes a villain. Let's start with Black.
That
Or
that
Kiddo.
mm,
Either one.
that's under like 10%, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Under. Bar under.
Damn.
Okay. What about you, Black?
I'd go under 2, just because I feel like Kasha
damn.
Koji is a character closely connected to Jiraiya, and I feel like they want to do that character justice. So like having him have more Jiraiya moments is probably gonna be something that the writers want to do. So I'd say
Yeah.
under.
Yeah, I agree with Bar under because Koji's legacy is going to be stamped in the Boruto history books as like one of the greatest characters. I
Bet.
I will
definitely.
Oh,
I will say, just to clarify, I don't think he's gonna be a villain, but I think he's gonna do something that changes his relationship to Boruto. I think he's hiding something. Probably the fact that Boruto will have to fight Kawaki if he defeats the Shinju. I think that's it. So you're gonna see some conflict there, but
so will he become like an antagonist?
not more so. I think it could be a case where it's like the Thanos thing, right? He's trying to
Okay.
like save humanity, but he's doing it in a way where other people die. So I think Koji, it might become a case where Koji weighs the life of the planet above a few people that Boruto wants to keep alive because he believes that that's the way that leads to the future where the planet survives. I think we might see a scenario like that play out, but yeah.
Yeah, because I was okay. That was interesting answers. General consensus there. Because I was thinking, if he can see the future, like infinite possibilities, but whatever, he's most likely seeing threats beyond the Shinju. So like we're thinking
Yeah.
he's making moves for the Shinju. He's probably making moves for the Shinju, sure, but like for maybe a Kibisanzu for the Otsuzu. So like if he thinks, you know what, honestly, the best thing is just like for Earth to not be here. Like there's too many strong motherfuckers here. The chakra fruit gonna be crazy. I just need to get rid of Earth. And like I understand like it's like a lot of people here, several billion, but like what's several billion to like the whole galaxy, the universe, right? I think I just need to get rid of Earth.
We're kind of talking about that. Does that make him a villain if he believes
I'm
that?
asking.
More antagonistic than a villain, I'll say, in my personal opinion.
You're villain, antagonist. Yeah. Okay. So over under 50%. Fuck. I'm losing it. What was it? Okay, I forgot. It was another one with Koji. It was a good one, but fuck it. Over under 50%, we get Orochimaru in the next 10 chapters.
Over.
That's interesting.
I'd say over. It's interesting.
Okay. What about you, Bar?
Yeah, I'd say over. I see him. I could see him being part of TVV in the next 10 chapters. The reason why I say is just because they're in Orochimaru's hideout, and also there's the connection with Jiraiya's clone being there, and Jiraiya was a teammate of Orochimaru. So they could. There's just so much Orochimaru stuff that's been in TVV so far for him not to show up in the next 10. I'm gonna say yeah, he pulls up, but it probably wouldn't necessarily be like anything too crazy. I think it'll be like at least a cameo, but I think I wouldn't necessarily rule out Orochimaru having like a heavier role in board to TVV. out of all the characters that the Boruto writers could, or let's say Ikimoto, because we know him, out of all the characters that Ikimoto could pick from out of the old generation, that would probably draw some of the most buzz. Orochimaru would be one of those. But yeah.
Bet. Okay, I got a few more. I know, gotta wrap up. All right, over under 50%. Boruto is the true child of prophecy. What the great sage Toad saw was not Jiraiya, but Koji. Over or under 50%.
Under 0%.
Ooh, that's subterranean. Damn. What about you,
I
Buck?
feel like
I
if
go
they
over 50.
Over. Oh, Bara,
Ooh.
curveball. Okay, bet.
for real.
Mm.
Elaborate.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Naruto is not the child of prophecy. Naruto didn't solve what he didn't
That
bring about world
doesn't-
peace, or at least shinobi peace. Like even while he was alive, like they talked about other villages being at war. So the
But-
only people that he really brought peace to was the 5 great nations. Outside
Well,
of that,
what was the prophecy? It was like
That was
a great change in the world or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they said that the guy who learns the name of all the bijus and could recite them, like that's it's obviously Naruto. So like, yeah, the world
Boruto
peace.
could
I think
easily become that.
Boruto has no
Boruto
relation to
could
the
learn all the
Tobies,
biju.
man. Like
He
learn
can
all the
learn
biju
the-
and bring all the
You
bijus
can learn
together.
them.
Like
You
that's
can learn
not.
them. Maybe the
They
Bijou are
did
like the
introduce the ten
Shinju.
tails again.
Yo, that would
Shinju.
be crazy if it was actually the
No.
Mitsuri, the Mamushi, Jura. Like he's not. He not. Nah, that'd be
Mhm.
crazy, bro.
That's
It's
crazy.
like, nah. Okay.
They
What about
become
you,
the
Black?
new Jinchuriki.
He's like the
Hidari
new
becomes like a tail beast for Sasuke. Hey, bro, you never know.
the 10 paths of Jinchuriki. Yeah.
Facts.
Maybe.
Okay.
What about you, Black? Over or under? Boruto, new child of prophecy, or the true child of prophecy?
I heard him
Oh, he's
say
muted.
under.
Oh, he's muted. My bad. Okay, he's under. Okay, cool. I think like 2 more. Over or under 50%. Okay, this is like a free game and me thing. Okay, but I have to ask it. I must. Okay. Mitsuri. Fat ass or no fat ass? Over or under 50%? Be honest. Be a man.
Huh?
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
I'll go
I
over.
mean, under.
Man. Bro.
Bro, that shit's normal, bro.
I mean, for like, you
You
That's
know,
like
move on.
mid-range.
How many frames
it's
of
like-
it have you seen though?
it's
Like,
just for like
realistically.
anime, you know, girls,
I mean, yeah,
petite. Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so you're under. We'll ask Black. I know. Black is a cultured man. Okay, so I'm sure I know what his
Yeah,
answer is going to be.
I
What about you,
personally
Bar?
go over. I think it has a lot of potential. As of right now,
bruh.
probably
Oh
doesn't
my
look the
goodness.
best.
Why is it?
It pretty
Man,
much
that-
like Taylor
It
Williams over
has
the past 2
potential,
weeks.
bro.
You feel me?
Oh my god.
Well, you never know. It could
Okay.
blossom.
bro, it's Fat Boy. I don't know what y'all be talking. Like they be drawing that shit, be poking, bro. It's not like Nicki Minaj
Bro,
fat.
fan
It's
art,
like
bro?
no, not fan art. Just like
Gotta
chapter.
be fan art, bro.
No, I got it. No, fan art ain't fair. That ain't, everybody fucking ridiculous in fan art.
I mean,
I've
she looks.
I've seen the Lady Liberty in fan art. Okay, like my god. But I'm just saying, like for like supermodel type. She got a little bubble on her. I mean, that's not
Yeah,
bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Nah, I realized like over like the past 2 years, I drive by Lady Liberty like almost every day. Like
That's
I just want to. That's
actually
random.
I'd be forgetting that you over there. You over there. You up there
but
with
it's like one of them small things you rarely think about, but it's like I know everybody in the
You-
world. Well, not
you rock with
everybody.
Matsuri
Most people in the
Mello?
world know what it is.
what's up?
Bruh, that's
rock with
bone,
Matsuri?
bruh. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think me City got a fat ass boy. Hell
Bruh,
yeah.
that's all.
I didn't
That's
see
all
this
That
frame.
hit bone,
thing.
bruh.
That
People
one.
don't know about quality. Yeah,
This is a
Matsuri
different
fine.
frame.
She got it.
That's
I ain't
all
gonna lie,
hit
she
bone,
got
bruh.
it.
Yeah. If she take that
That's crazy.
stupid shit off her head, bro, she'd be like, I'm like, God damn, me
Bro,
too.
that is her head, bruh.
That
Literally.
might be one of the most
peel that
OP
shit
claw
off,
marks
bro.
right here.
Nah, Delta got it though. Delta for sure got it.
No, Delta's A1 to me, bro.
Delta,
Especially
Akibi, whatever they want to call her, she got it.
her dub voice actress. Oh my god, bro. Like,
I never even got to hear
I
it
gotta
yet.
watch
oh,
the
that's
dub, yeah.
it's like she trying to like seduce you or some shit. Like Kawaki. That's like, god damn.
Just a Kawaki.
She talk like Ice Spice.
Nah, Delta for sure fire. She top 5 and not one. Or not 2, 3, 4, or 5.
She just gotta get like better drip. Like the whole pinstripe shit with the yellow lip stem. What the fuck? Like why this color choice? This shit is interesting. Okay, I think I got one more. Let me see.
Juby.
I'm not think that was it. I think that might have been it. Let me see. Let me double check. Oh, this is the last one. Over or under 50%. With Sakura, I was gonna say Sarada. With Sakura being reintroduced, we get more Sage of Six Paths Byakugo lore that was mentioned in part 1. Over or under 50%.
Wait, what's the correlation?
In part 1, Sarada makes note that the Karma seal looks like the Byakugo seal, and she asks her mother if there's a connection. And then Sakura says Tsunade told her that it dates back to the era of the Sage of the Six Paths. But there wasn't like much information known about it. I think Orochimaru said something similar to when Mitsuki said something like that. So with Sakura, with Sakura being back, do we reintroduce the Byakugo Six Paths lore, I guess? Over or under 50%?
I'd say under
over.
just because. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
My justification super quick. Just because there isn't too much Karma Seal lore at the forefront right now, I'd say under. What Kitamaki, you said over?
Yeah, mainly because they're kind of focusing on the healing aspect of what's going on with Himawari, based on what we saw in the early leaks and stuff. So I can see like Sakura kind of saying, "Oh, like this healing is superior to what I could perform with the Byakugo healing," and then they kind of like delve into it or something, because that's kind of how they did it the first time. They're like, "Oh, this is shaped like a diamond," so let's pivot into this stuff, and maybe they'll do it again. Maybe this time they'll follow through because it was removed from the anime, by the way. So they did it for a
That is
reason.
true.
They did take that scene from the anime.
That is true. Pissed me off. What about you, Black? Over or under 50%?
I think it got to be over. They should, because what I mean, I ain't trying to tie it back to Sarada like a fanboy, but like, what else Sarada gonna have to get a Byakugo? Someone gonna have to teach her. But I don't know what else aside from the Sasuke plotline, the Hidari plotline. It's not gonna take her all series to heal Inojin, so that's going to be done soon. Like they have to do something with like the direction her character wants to go. So yeah, I think they could definitely expand with her. Like maybe at least she has to know something about the Six Paths connection to the Byakugo. So maybe Tsunade taught her something, or maybe she learned something when her and Sasuke was out looking for the particles. She learned some connection when they was looking into Hagoromo's stuff and ruins.
Okay. Bad. All right. I think that's it.
Well, one last thing before we leave, since we got Kitamaki here, I wanted to ask this. Do you think there's anybody else that will train with Kashin Koji?
Train with Kashin Koji. That's interesting.
Who said that?
The only person that I think would I think the only candidate would be Mitsuki, because he based on their first interaction, they did he was kind of interested in Mitsuki. He showed a lot of like respect towards him. So I don't know. Then you have the Orochimaru connection and stuff. Maybe Mitsuki, but I don't see a reason why though.
They are the only two perfect sages in the story.
That's dope. Even forgot about Sage Moon. There you go. But yeah,
Boruto is Sage, bro. I'm like, that should have been an over or under, bro. Boruto is a Sage.
Boruto?
Yeah, he gotta be a Sage, bro.
I can see that.
He gots to be, bro. How you teaching him all these future powers and you're not gonna teach him Sage mode, bro?
Well, at the point where he was, what future would it be that he learned Sage mode though?
Like, the one we watching right now, because he already knows it, bro. I'm telling you, it's future.
No, but like outside of Koji, like I don't know anybody that would actually teach him it.
It would be Koji. What you mean, bro? Like if you see impossible futures, you gotta see a future where he got involved with Boruto. I think that's why he brought up. I think that's why he brought up the paradox.
That's the thing, though. Can Koji teach him Sage mode? Because I don't think like you can
What
just
if his
learn
sage
Sage
mode
Mode
isn't
from a Spirit
teachable?
Mode user. Yeah, I
Mm.
think like you have to go to the that's why like with the snake you
Not
have to
me,
get bitten by
Boku.
the snake and Mount Miyaboku they have to give you the oil the toad oil nonsense.
Well, Boruto's like,
Um
well, this is like filler, I guess, but like Hagoromo,
mm,
Hagoromo, yeah, you know where I'm going. Yeah, so like Otsutsuki seemed to like have some natural affinity for shenanigans with nature energy,
yeah,
at
that's
least in
true.
that regard. So maybe that's like Boruto. That shit ain't even that's light work for him. I do kind of feel like he would use it already, but I don't know.
Maybe he could use like a sage jutsu instead of having like a sage mode. Because I'm pretty they differentiated the two. Well, at least with six pass, they had like six pass chakra and then six pass modes. You
Would have
know that?
Sage transformation, which is like Jugo, like
Yeah,
early Mitsuki, and then
that's
you can
true.
use Sage
Sage
transformation
mode.
to go into Sage mode, which is what Mitsuki was doing initially with Jugo's Kekkei Genkai.
That is true. So is it like? So yeah, basically. So basically what Jiraiya would do was like an involuntary sage transformation where his features would change, right? When he's trying to go into sage mode.
It's not
Yeah, he was
involuntary,
imperfect.
but yeah, like
Imperfect.
yeah, he was just an imperfect save. That's why you need a Ma and Pa. But to me, this is just my thing. Like, I think he's a better sage than Naruto. At least like Pain Arc Naruto, because like he has a constant stream of like chakra, like sage energy that's coming in from Ma and Pa. They also provide like external
Mhm.
jutsu that he doesn't know. They also
Yeah.
like give him different angles of vantage points. Um, I actually really like his Sage Mode a little bit better than Naruto's. And like the whole beast transformation shit looks pretty cool too. Like Naruto just
He
got
has
eyeliner and like different pupils. That's about it.
Right.
he has
It's
more
true.
stuff, but he's like weaker and like less efficient. Like even well, let's not say efficient because he can actually stay in Sage Mode. So let's say less he gets less from Sage Mode. It's like where perfect Naruto, like I think it's implied that him being perfect makes him stronger. Like
He's able
and
to
like
perfectly balance
his
his chakra in the nature
yeah,
chakra.
and like what
Where
he
like
gets, like the amplified danger sensing, like that's just better, you know?
Yeah, but
So
if it's like you, which one would you prefer to have? Like I would prefer to have Jiraiya's because like Naruto's like rare. He's like one of one. Like can't nobody else do that shit except for like maybe Hagoromo. Like Hagoromo and Naruto. Like these are the only two fucking dudes. That's why like if I ever do like a Naruto versus Hagoromo thing, just like I go down the list, like everything Naruto got Hagoromo either made or he has, and he's better with it. Like it's fucking insane. But yeah. So like I would like Jiraiya's is he has a practical sage mode. Like he might get less, I guess. I don't really know where that's stated, but I guess maybe it's implied. But yeah, I would prefer to have his for sure. It looks funky, but I think the funky look of it like adds to it. I mean, eyeliner's cute and all, but you
he
know,
was crawling on the walls and stuff and
that
shooting
shit
out
was
the toad
sick, bro.
oils.
Bro's eyes
That
were
was fire.
glowing, even though I know
Where his
Naruto
eye,
did it a
yep.
few times when he was in the Gamba Bunta's mouth with the dual Rasen Sengans. Pretty sick shit. But yeah, good shit, people. I appreciate you guys hopping on, kiddo. Black Uchiha, Barbie, free who? Who's that? Free who? Where? What? Echo, hello, is this thing going? Free game
Free
somewhere in
buckets.
the ether. Okay, he's in the multiverse. Okay, a version of him was here. Okay, we assure you. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. Shout out to the super chats. Who was it that gave the super chats, Bar? You
Damn.
remember?
Free
That
game usually
brother.
does this.
That brother. We thank you, that brother. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you. And shout
The
out to the
Shadow
channel.
Hokage and
The
Alex
Shadow
Alexander.
Hokage. And Alex
Yeah,
Alexander. That's a hell of a name. That's like Christopher. Okay, we rock with that heavy. Okay.
that used to be my governor, Chris Christie. Shout out to him.
Oh shit, that's a name. That's a man's name. Okay. Yeah, we rock with that. Shout out to the channel members as well. Shout out to the viewers. We appreciate the support as always. I'm going to continue my stream. If you guys anyone in the chat wants to come over or you guys want to still shoot the shit, it's whatever. But yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Sure,
Peace.
for sure.
Yeah. All right, boys. Later.
All right.
All right, people. So, wait, are we still live on? Fuck, we're still live on the cloud. Wait, free game, are you here? Hmm. Like, I see, like you were typing in chat, like 5 minutes ago.
Hey, yo, son, let my ninjas cook. I said, let my ninjas cook. Hey, yo, welcome to the show, Cloud Ninja Podcast, ready to go. Broadcasting coast to coast with your hosts, ready to give you a dose. We got Barra B, the guy you come to see when it's late in the fourth and you need a 3. Next up, Free Game Nino, a god in the